Okay, it's hot. It's hot. And it's probably hot where some of you guys are as well. Hello, everyone. I thought I would start a couple of minutes early. Just let me know that you guys can hear me and that I do not have any technical stuff that I need to fix. Hello. It looks like you guys can hear me. Awesome. Yeah, I hope everyone has had a good week. I've had a rather good Sunday. I have not done a huge amount. I've got ahead on 2 videos that I'm working on. And so I spent most of the day watching season 1 of Misfits with my friend Ryan, who recommended the show. And season 1 of Misfits is it's pretty good. I would recommend it. So while people are just tuning in, I will let you guys know exactly where we're at in the game, although no doubt some of you will already know. This is just going to be the epilogue section of the game. So we have already done the main Ellie plot, the main Abby plot, and now we have an epilogue section, which, from what I have been told, is probably going to take me 3 to 4 or 5 hours, something like that, to finish. I have no idea what happens during this epilogue section. I know specifically how it ends with regard to Ellie and Abby. That is all I know. So please do not spoil, because I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what happens. And I have been informed that there is a character, Fat Geralt, who appears in this portion of the game. I don't know why he's a meme. I don't know who he is or what he does or why. My guess is that he looks like Fat Geralt, hence Fat Geralt. Right, just quickly before I start, Darkington, thank you for sharing or gifting the memberships, and anyone who received one, you should have some emojis to use. And Zodlander, member for 9 months, to the Rando rank, thank you, sir, for the support. Very much appreciated, as always. Okay, with that, I think we're gonna get started. So this is an amount of time after the end. We've got Ellie and Dina and baby. What did they name the baby? Did they name it?
Hey, buddy.
Jesse? What would you name this baby?
I got you. Yeah, it's okay. We're good.
You've got to name the baby Jesse, right? That's the obvious choice. In memory of the man who died. I mean, you could name it Joel, but I feel like Joel didn't really have anything to do with Dina in the game, at least. Hey,
you like these guys, huh? They got some crazy hair.
So we are... Are we in Jackson? Where are we? This doesn't look like Jackson. But we are fenced in. So wherever we are, we're
Dina!
presumably relatively safe. Okay, Dina, I'll come say hi in a minute.
You want some fresh air?
Alright, so this is not Jackson. They have retired on a farm? I guess? Oh my god, someone call Zach. I've got a fantastic idea for a movie for him. Oh, they've got... What are these, sheep? Yeah, we got some sheep. Yeah, seems like a nice place. You did well, Ellie. Well done. No loose ends indeed. Sly Cooper says, I believe the beginning of the cutscene says it's outside of Jackson. Okay, so that cutscene, the stream must have cut off the beginning of that, because I guess I saved 10 seconds into the cutscene, maybe? Wait, hold on. Sorry, just two of you in chat have now said this now in the form of super chats. Sly Cooper and Sarah Hulkenberg say, thank you, YouTube, for ruining names. It now uses the @ instead of the display name. And I hate the new names. What the fuck? Is this going to mean that I'm not going to know who anyone is now? Why on earth have they done that? Gilgamesh is obviously Gilgamesh. Sly Cooper is James, because I recognize his PFP. Robert White is Robert White. Sarah Hulkenberg is blank face. Darkington is Darkington. Yes, some of you guys are still the same. Everyone, yeah, a lot of everyone's names have changed. I would, hold on, let me send a message on my end and see what mine pops up as. But I'm not going to minimize the game, because if I minimize the game, we might get a crash. Sorry, just bear with. I don't know why. Why would YouTube do this? It just makes everything worse. Right. Join the stream on random FT2. Hello, me. Oh, I'm still random FT2 on there. Okay. Well, that's something at least. Well, that's really annoying. I hope that they revert that, because that just... Why? What's the point? YouTube just changing things for absolutely no reason. Truffle Pup, I see you. Your name is still the same. You got away with it.
Boobers. Hey. Thanks for doing the dishes.
You can thank me by putting on some music.
Yes,
See
sir.
what I can do.
Right, how old is this baby? Like, 1, maybe? 2? I'm not particularly well acquainted with babies. I guess if we'd moved on by like a year, then that would make sense. It probably said at the beginning of the cutscene, but I missed it. Also, apologies if you guys can hear any fan noise. It is very hot where I am.
All right.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, hold up, hold up. Am I gonna have to censor the music here? Can someone just let me know? Because if I have to, I'll have to turn off the music if it's like a copyrighted piece of music. If anyone in chat knows, just let me know. While I'm waiting for an answer to that, I'm kind of wondering what is gonna cause... Because the point of this prologue is that it's gonna make Ellie and Abby bump into each other again. I'm wondering how on earth that's gonna happen. Like, is it just going to be a freak accident, or is Ellie going to receive word that, oh, Abby has been sighted, and then Ellie's going to jump back on the revenge train? Because I feel like that would not be the way to go, given how we left things. Right, music. Let's turn it off, just in case. That is indeed a good idea. And then I'll switch it back on.
I love this.
Damn it, the music is not turning off! Okay, well, I guess we'll put the music back on. Do I just turn everything off? I'm gonna risk it. If the stream goes down, it'll just mean that I can't monetize the stream, I think. Which, I don't monetize it anyway, so we'll just let it play.
Your mom is very easy.
I'm with you. My bar is very
Right, get away from the speaker. Get away from the speaker. Right. Hello, Donald. Sorry, did I say Donald? I meant Deanald. Let's dance with Jesse's baby.
Ooh, look at those moves.
These moves?
Yeah.
Ooh, look at Mama go.
Mm?
Oh, wow.
Who?
Oh,
Oh, that baby's having a good time. Everything is right in the world.
This guy's working on me.
you're weird.
Super chat from Sarah Hulkenberg says, Ellie and Dina were going to have a good life being lesbians with each other, but Joel killed the world. Yeah, I know. If only Joel had not done that. If only he wasn't such a bastard.
Go.
Okay.
Right, let's go. Go on an adventure with baby.
Ollie outside.
Wait, who's Ollie?
You better
Ollie
get him
is...
back in.
Ollie is going to be a pet. Ollie is going to be a pet dog. Actually, it might not be a dog. Go away, music. Dog? No, not you, dog. You're a good boy. Virtual dog? Or is it the chicken? Hold on. Now, we can't climb over anything because we're holding a baby. Let's go around the other side of the house. Ooh.
Hey, let's get you on here.
Ooh. What is the baby's name? Is it a J? Was I right? Did they call it Jessie? JJ. Well, that's nearly Jessie.
There. Now it's official.
You gotta go to the tractor. Alright, let's have a look. Ah,
buddy.
it's not a pet dog.
What are you doing out here?
Yeah, I mean, we got it.
Hang on, buddy. Yeah, there we go. It's pretty, right?
Yeah, it's pretty. It'd be a shame if Abby would have turned up again.
Teach you how to play guitar when your hands are bigger.
Now you can get little baby-sized guitars. They're called ukuleles.
It's all right. Everybody does it.
Well, I mean, this looks really quite
All
nice.
stories to tell you when you're older.
Don't tell her those stories.
Much
Him.
older.
Don't tell him those stories. He doesn't want to know about how you killed that iPod lady.
I don't even know where to begin. All right, little spud. We should go check on Mama.
Super chat from Sarah Hulkenberg says, are Ellie and Dina sad that the child's father is no longer alive partly because of them? Now, that's exactly the kind of question that a competent writer would be thinking. And because it doesn't seem like either of them want to make any changes that would make the show better, really. When it happens, it seems to be by accident. I don't think they're going to make that change in the show. I don't think Ellie's going to acknowledge that, yeah, Jesse got his brains blown out because he came to help you. And in the show, if anything, it's even worse because Jesse tells Ellie that he actually voted against the proposal to go out and find Abby. He didn't want to do it. And then Ellie just kind of made him do it. We have to go back into...
I'm gonna go hang up the laundry.
All right. Oh dear, Dina.
Hi.
Yeah, I'll come help you.
Well,
Also, super chat from Trolls T K Joel. I know I'm deliberately mispronouncing that because I know exactly how to pronounce your name. There's a Joel hidden in your name. But yes, thank you for the super chat. It says, been rewatching your Hobbit review the last few days. Thanks again for the hard work. Also, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, Trolls. Yeah, if you have done anything nice, then do let me know. And I hope you have a good day.
fine.
Unless you have already had a good day, in which case, thank you, time zones. Right, let's help Dina put out the laundry. Oh my god, it's a lamb. It's Dinner. Hello, Dinner.
You want to pet him? Here. All right, here you go. Oh, gentle, gentle, gentle. Just like that. There you go. Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
I'll take him. Can you get the sheep into the barn?
oh, I got him. I can do it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Once you rest it up.
Okay, here.
What I'm going to do is, just because there are a few more super chats that have come in, I'm going to get a little bit further into the game and then I'll catch up on super chats so that I'm not like front loading the video or the stream with super chats, but they are appreciated as always.
Shh. I'm like the herding master.
Ah, new game mechanic. We're going to herd Dinner.
Listen
Come on.
up, sheep. Your dinner awaits you in the barn, so come on.
You need to grow up to be big and strong so that I can eat you.
Daisy, head on in.
No, get in the barn, you. Where's the other ones?
Wow, that's a lot of sheep. How many do you think that is? Let's count. 1, 2. Better stop, because I'm getting sleepy.
In. Get
Eugene.
in.
Hey, inside, inside.
Ah, but wait, there's more. I will, however, read James's super chat here. Also important, there's a diary for you to read in the house before you lose the chance to, and he thinks that now I've lost the chance. Can... I don't know, give me a TLDR
Way too many sheep.
of the diary entry?
Hey, what do you
Because
say? Eat
I
some.
may not be able to go back in. You might be right.
You warm enough, buddy? Just a few more.
Ah, why do we have so many fucking sheep?
What's the quietest animal on a farm? A sheep. When you're older, you're gonna have a deep appreciation for these jokes. Nice job, JJ. We did
Right.
it.
I think we got all the sheep. Are we good? Yes, we're good. There we go.
Okay, guys, we'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Hey, how'd you get out?
Something that I'm starting to appreciate in some games is, I'm kind of getting this from, like, Death Stranding, for example, is that just because you can make a sequence interactive doesn't necessarily mean that you should. And Death Stranding isn't really a game that does that. Oh, Jesus. But, like, Red Dead, GTA do it, this does it. Kind of, you know, games sometimes are almost allergic to, like, cutscenes. James says, I'm just going to pause it so I can read this, because this is the diary entry that I missed. Dina ignores all of Ellie's PTSD and outright tells her not to talk about any of the things that happen in Seattle. Well, that is fantastic, Dina. You know, there's a way that you can... Oh, is this what we're doing? Okay, yeah. Interactive PTSD is what we're doing. Okay.
You're home. You're home. Breathe, breathe. Okay, I'm gonna take him, okay? Come on. Come here. Sorry. I don't know what... I was just bringing in the... It's okay.
This is something that I think has the potential to work a lot better in the show, because principally her having this kind of PTSD, even, you know, years on.
Oh, man.
That's a fine idea, I just don't think it fits with the gameplay of the game at all.
It's good. Haven't had any excitement in a while. Hmm?
God, how are they gonna... This PTSD thing is making me think that Ellie is gonna be like, well, I can't live in peace, I've tried, but damn it, I've just gotta get revenge. So she's gonna go back out and hunt Abby. That's what it's making me think they're gonna do? But I mean, I kinda hope that they don't. But then what other option do you have? Because Abby has no interest in hunting down Ellie. And the other option would be random luck, right? So what are they going to do? Alright, we got bunnies, and there's a horse. Something I'm also going to try and consider when playing this section is Craig Mazin and Druckmann want this to be a season of TV. This epilogue section, they want this to be season 4, it will be, of The Last of Us show. If they get their way, that is what will happen. So I'm going to kind of try and pay attention to how much actually happens and how on earth you could drag that into even, you know, 6-7 episodes. All right. Deanold, we got you bunnies.
Hey, where you been?
Hunting. Took a little longer than I thought.
Tracking footprints.
Who's here?
Just come inside.
Wait, is it Abby? Please tell me it's not Abby. Oh, it's Timothy! Yay!
That's quite a grip you got there.
Hey, Tommy.
There you are.
Wait, hold on. Tommy got shot in the face. Why is he alive? Am I missing something, or are they about to explain it? Yeah, Abby shot Tommy in the head. I assumed that he was dead. Okay, hold on.
Here, let me take him. Come here, bud. Oh, yeah. Here.
Oh, I got it.
Hey,
Hey.
it's good to see you.
You too.
'Twas a flesh wound.
He's getting heavy.
No.
It was his head. Your head is not flesh.
Town's good? Maria good?
Oh, she's fine. We're taking some time apart.
Does she not like your eye? Okay, hold on. So I don't know enough about guns to be able to conclude on this, but my guess is that this is nonsense. You get shot in the eye, seems to be what's happened, because his eye is kind of fucked. Like, surely, I mean, like a BB gun or something that's not even like a bullet, that can blind you. You know, a paintball can blind you. But a bullet? Like the smallest caliber bullet? Is that gonna... That can't just hit your eye and then be like, actually, I'll stop now. There's a brain behind your eye. And if it was at a funny angle, then it would go up through the top of his skull. So... okay. In fact, I actually did see something, small tangent, but I can't remember where I saw this video. Smaller caliber bullets often cause more damage to someone's skull than, like, large rounds, because they will go in, they won't have enough energy to get out, and then they'll just kind of rattle around at, like, really fast bullet speeds inside your skull and just scramble your brains. It hit his eye, went through the bone and cheek, and hit the floor. I'm gonna have to watch the cinematic again. It didn't look like that could have happened, but maybe.
Sorry.
Nah. We talked about it a lot, and yeah, it's what we both want, so. Okay. Oh, come sit. I got something to show you. So I've been putting out feelers for months now. And this new guy heard my story. He told me about a woman that he traded with while he was moving through California. Described her as built like an ox,
Oh.
traveling with a kid with scars across his face. He said they're living along this coast in a beach sailboat.
That is the first time the game has verbally acknowledged what Abby looks like.
That's gotta be her.
So they are still looking for revenge.
We're done with that, so.
Ha. Ha ha. Okay, I'll let this play and then I have something to say.
Well, I can't go.
I know.
But I can. You have my sword.
All right. Reckon it's easy. Forget about her. You sitting all comfy way out here?
Hey,
I'll make her pay.
Tommy.
That's what you said when we got back to Jackson.
Tommy.
What a joke.
Okay.
Take him, please.
Yeah,
Oh, is Dina gonna go and have words with Tommy?
I got you.
Good. Okay, good.
Hey, what the fuck was that? God damn it, Tommy, you know what we've been through.
Say it. She made me a promise.
I don't fucking care.
I know you don't, Dina. That's your goddamn problem. Oh, yeah, all fucking years.
All right. So, apart from Tommy being alive, which I accept that that is something that is possible, that just seems like winning the lottery kind of lucky. You took a bullet to the head and you're just okay afterwards. Like, it can happen, fine, but, like, everything needs to that is just plot armor. There's not really any other way around it. So if you get past that, then the idea of Tommy not having had the same experience that Ellie had, earlier in the game, and not having, you know, given up the pursuit of Abby Thunderguns, who's built like an ox. That, I think, is totally fine. And him then asking Ellie for help, I think that's also totally fine. The thing that I find funny about that is because of the change that they made to Tommy in the show, there is no way that they can have Tommy in the show have that conversation. That's just not possible. Because Tommy is not at any point on a revenge mission in the show. So the idea that he's the person that drags Ellie back in, you can't do that. They're going to have to make a massive change. And, I mean, it's going to have to be something along the lines of, I don't know, fucking Ellie's like, I can't sleep, I'm having nightmares. And then Dina's like, hey, you got to do what you got to do. And then she goes. It's going to be something like that. Well, she's made up her mind, right? I said I was saving super chats, but I'm going to read this one now because it's very topical. I didn't notice this because I'm like a week on from when I last played the game. James Moore says, you see, museum flashback said that Tommy has a thick skull, so he lives. Also, they dragged a half-blind, crippled man back with Ellie's broken arm back to Jackson. No fucking way is that possible. There is no way you're doing that. You don't have horses, and even if you do have horses, there is no way you should get out of the city. Because, I mean, the game, at least in the game, Seattle is dangerous. In the show, that's not really the case. Jesus. Yeah, that's quite funny. They just zap everyone back because they cut away. Right. Goodbye, Dina. Goodbye, Jesse number 2. I'll see you after I've, got revenge. I've killed the ox lady. Senorita... How do you say ox in Spanish? Abuela Thunderguns. Something like that. This we see in the show. I'm not going to read it, though. I wonder if we see any more of those playing cards. Right. Is that the diary? James says, is that the diary? Let me double check. I don't think it was. It looked like an art book. Oh, piss off. Can I not open it again? Oh, come on. I can't. Yeah, I can't interact. If that was it, I can't interact with it again. I'm sorry. Whoops. Right. Let's grab our horse and go, right? We're going off on our revenge mission. If I can find the keys to my own house. How do I leave? Oh, we have to leave through the... Wait. Oh, no, okay. No, we're closing the windows. We're not leaving yet. Okay. Hello, Brawler. I hope you are doing well. Enjoying wouldn't be the word. I'm finding the more recent parts of the game have been entertaining for the wrong reasons. The earlier parts of the game I found generally pretty boring. But it has its moments. There have been a couple of things that I have complimented. Right. Time to play the guitar. Is this copyrighted? No? Yes? Don't start singing. Don't start singing! Thank you. Otherwise I was gonna have to mute everything.
I woke up in the
Oh, no, we're singing. Oh, God, we're doing the sing. Oh, shit. Okay, let's turn off the music just in case. This game doesn't... I'm pretty sure this game doesn't have a streamer mode. I don't think it does. What would that... I mean, it would be audio, right? Shit, that didn't work. Okay, fine. Well, I guess we'll turn the music back on and we'll just hope that the stream doesn't go down. This is the copyright part. Okay, if this is copyrighted, I'm gonna have to... Accessibility, thank you. No, there's nothing in here. There's nothing in here for streamer mode. No. Skip puzzle option. Infinite breath, okay. No, it looks like there's nothing. Okay, in that case, I don't really have a choice. I'm gonna have to mute all of the audio. I'll leave the subtitles on, and I will give it 30 seconds and then turn it back on. Right, so this is gonna be the bigot sandwich man, Seth. And I don't understand the narrative choice to split this scene in half. Because in the show, this all happens at once. You see all of this in episode 1. And it makes sense. It's, you know, the scene, you follow it chronologically, which, you know, makes sense because you understand what's happened. Why do we need to see this here 25 hours into the game? I have no idea. This dialogue's going to be basically one for one. They're chatting about Joel. Let's try the mute. Let's try the sound if this doesn't work.
Another big lecture about my patrols.
I think... Nah, that's still playing. Sorry, I have to mute it. Another big lecture about my patrols. Don't go here, don't go there. Funny how he gets involved whenever the subtitle disappears. Yes, Jesse, it is indeed funny that Joel does that. Dina is putting on quite the show. Indeed, she is. And then she's going to dance with you. I'll give you guys 2 weeks until you're back together. Not going to happen. Well, she's already pregnant by this point, which isn't the case in the show. Make it 1 week. That's right, you ignore Jesse. You have what you need. You got what you wanted. Okay, let's stick the sound back on.
Yes, sir.
I think we're potentially okay.
You're such a dick. Come on. Why don't you start with me?
Is Dina drunk at this point?
Okay, I have
Presumably.
a very serious question for you.
How do I smell? Am I smelly and sticky?
How bad do I smell?
Shit, is my window open? No, we're good. My neighbors can't hear me being weird.
Like a hot pile of garbage?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
How about that? You love it.
You love my stinky musk. This is very romantic.
Every guy in this room is staring at you right now. Maybe they're staring at you.
Serious question. If anyone in chat can give me a speculative answer. Why, what is the
Maybe they're jealous of you.
reason for splitting this in half and only showing you this to the audience at the end of the game?
Just a girl.
What does that accomplish?
Not a threat.
Because the game opens the morning after, and you hear that,
I think they should.
oh, Seth said something very mean, and then he apologizes, but you don't find out what actually happened until the end of the game. Like, what's the point? Well, it's not padding, because it doesn't take any longer than it otherwise would, right?
Hey,
Oh no, it's
it's a
Seth.
family event.
Sorry. Sorry.
Remember next time there's kids around.
Yeah, like you're setting such a great example.
Oh, just what this town needs. Another loudmouth dyke.
Oh no, that was a lot more.
Fuck did you just say?
Ellie, Ellie, don't.
Get the hell out of here.
Get your hands off me.
Enough.
Okay, Seth was a lot more aggressive there than he was in the show.
Come on, you. Let's go for a walk.
What about them?
You worry about yourself.
Let's get you some fresh air.
What about them? Well, they're going to go off and be, like, lesbians elsewhere for you.
And you do? I don't need your fucking help, Joel.
Yeah, leave me alone, you suck.
Right.
Cookie says, see how Joel doesn't need to push him to the ground. Yeah, I noticed that when I when I saw the show. Because the show really, really needs to, like, overcompensate for Pedro Pascal's version of Joel. You know, it really is trying hard to convince you that this is someone intimidating and someone to be feared. And occasionally he is. It's just that most of the time he isn't. Yeah, that was straight up better than the show. I just don't see the point of putting it here. Because it's a memory. Hold on, I'll pause it very briefly. One potential reason is that is a memory of Joel that she is revisiting to potentially, you know, psych herself up for going out and hunting down Abby. But that memory, really? Like, that was not a good memory of Joel. If that was the point, then that is not a good idea.
Man, it's been a while since he slept this long, huh?
He had a day.
Yeah. He's fine. Go back to bed. We'll talk about it in the morning, okay?
I have to finish it.
You don't owe Tommy anything.
I don't sleep. I don't eat. I'm not like you, Dina.
What? You think this is easy? For you and for him, I deal with it.
I love you.
Prove it. Stay.
Vesdilla says, Devil's Advocate, maybe she regrets her response to Joel in that moment. That's the best I can
So
give, but I've got
I'm
no
just
idea the
supposed
game was written by
to
tards.
sit here and wait for you? For God knows how long? Just thinking you're fucking dead the entire time?
I don't plan on dying.
Yeah,
I
well,
like
neither
I
did
like that you're
Jesse.
trying to create an explanation.
Joel.
I don't think it works, though.
Hey, stop. Hey. Hey. Come on. We've got a family. She doesn't get to be more important than that.
Yes, Dina, you're quite right. Ellie's not going to listen, though, because you got to get that revenge. No.
I'm not gonna do this again.
If you walk out that door, you are gone. You are cut off, mister. Huh. Okay, fine. I'm not sure how much I buy Ellie going out and trying to get revenge again. Kind of feel like that was wrapped up a little bit at the end of day 3. Oh, okay, we're swapping.
Okay, Constance. Now we just need...
Abby, I'm sorry, how are you maintaining that physique?
Ago. I can't believe you traded a pistol for this.
We're like at least a year on. How?
No way that guy saw fireflies over here.
Stop. I feel good about this.
Well, I don't.
Come on.
She took the burritos. No, that's not how that fucking works.
24, 10.
It's not gonna be on that side. It's all evens.
Oh my god.
2409. So 2425 should be that way?
Yeah.
What is this one? How do Americans do it? Is it written on the letterbox? Or is it written on the
It
front
doesn't have
door?
a number.
It's too close to be 2425.
2417, okay.
Hey, something's up there.
Ooh! Oh, is that a zombie? That looks like a zombie.
Demon, to our left.
We have guns. Lots of guns. Alright, cool. Oh, there's another one. Shit, okay. Where's Dina Vision? Oh, there's only two of them. Shh. Pop, pop! There we go. Right, you no see me. No, I'm in the long grass. You can't see me. There is not an ox in this grass. There are really only two of them? Seems like it. Come on, go that way. I don't want to waste bullets. Sneaky, sneaky. Ah, I got him. Oh. There is another. No? Where's the clicker? We might need this. There he is. Alright. Go there, I'm gonna shoot you. Come on, Clickman. Oh, that's a wool one. Hello!
Watch it!
Damn it, Lev, why are you making so much noise?
All quiet now.
Good.
Knew something was out there.
Yes, you did. Keep your guard up. Let's go back to finding that house.
2425.
Attaboy. That's weird graffiti.
Does that mean fireflies?
No.
That means, I don't know, Metallica fans, maybe? Alright, what do we got?
If
Was it 2425?
fireflies are still out there,
Yeah.
what do you think they're up to?
I don't know. The goal was always to restore society. I mean, there's all sorts of ways to go about it.
That's 2429.
24, 29.
Yeah, wrong one, okay. So that means it's got to be this one right here then, yeah? I thought I already checked this one. Yeah, invisible wall. Okay, fine. So it's not this one.
Seems like a strange place to find a resistance group.
We had all sorts of outposts. Big and small. Best way to hide from the army.
Wait, If that's 2429, then that means that this is 2427, which is the wrong house.
I don't see any numbers.
Yeah,
2429 is next door.
this has to be it.
But that's not how numbers... I mean, unless I'm misunderstanding how it works in America. That's not how it works in England.
Let's see.
All right. All right, gonna have a drink quickly. Okay. Lev, where'd you go?
This place looks abandoned. Like all the other houses.
Keep searching.
They did this wrong, even numbers are across the... Yeah, even numbers being on one side and odd numbers being on the other. That's how it works in England. But I couldn't remember if it was the same in America. Oh well.
24, 25 Constance. This is the place.
Alright, we're in the right house.
But there's nothing here.
We don't know that yet.
No? Okay. Back door? Locked?
Maybe there's another way in.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
I'm trying to be helpful.
You're always helpful.
Thank you, Lev. You are sometimes helpful. Alright. What do we got in here?
Is it really nothing? It can't be.
Looks like nothing. That's the locked door. Okay,
Lev, I think we're done here.
No, wait.
no? Boy, where are you? This is a very weird house layout. Why is there a bathroom just in the middle with two entrances? Is that a thing? I'm not being insane here, right? Like, why would you ever have that? Lev, for fuck's sake, where are you? Oh, there we go.
Scratches.
Scooch.
It's ox time. Bring the thunder. Okay.
Hello?
Bonjour. Have you ever killed a firefly? Because if so, I'm here to kill you.
I don't know since anyone's been here.
Unfortunately, I have to agree with you. Pretty nice barracks, all things considered.
Yeah, a bunch of stuff. Ooh, what was that? Tape and scissors. Yeah, those will come in useful. I can tape the scissors to the end of my gun. Oh my god, I can tape the scissors to the end of my thunder guns. I can become Wolverine.
Solar.
Oh.
Alright, we good? What's this? We got a radio.
Is this frequency currently in use? This is...
Abby Thundergut.
Do you see a call sign anywhere?
Oh, what?
It's a short list of numbers and letters. Fuck it. This is Abby from Santa Barbara. Can anyone hear me? Standing by. Is anyone out there?
What's this?
Those are frequencies. Is this frequency currently in use? This is Abby from Santa Barbara. Is anyone out there?
Are these other Firefly outposts?
I don't know. Can anyone hear me? Hello? Is this frequency currently in use? This is Abby from Santa Barbara. Hello? Hello?
Niet. No.
Is this frequency currently in use? Hello, this is Abby from Santa Barbara. Can anyone hear me? If anyone can hear me, please reply. Please answer.
No. No answer. Oh no, leave.
Hi, Abby.
Ooh.
We got a clear signal on you. Where in Santa Barbara you calling from?
2425 Constance. We got a tip about a base, but there's no one here. We're looking for fireflies. I'm a firefly.
Where were you stationed?
I was part of the Salt Lake outpost.
Who ran that facility?
Dr. Jerry Anderson.
My papa.
That's my dad.
Okay.
How about that? We pulled everyone back from the satellite stations and brought them back here to home base.
How many of you are there?
We're about 200 strong now, with a few more every month.
Owen was right. You're about to get 2 more. How do we find you?
Get to Catalina Island. Approach the large domed building in Avalon. We'll find you.
Okay. Okay, we'll see you soon. Over and out.
Looking forward to it. Good luck, Abby from Santa Barbara. Over and out.
Yay, we did it.
Come on,
Lev, let's go. I hope they have protein.
Okay. Fine. You were right.
What was that?
Why do you make me repeat whenever I'm wrong?
Because it makes me feel better. And because it happens so rarely.
Oh no. This way. Right. Well, I guess we know where we're going now, right? Ooh! What a predicament! Ooh. Yes, Lev!
I'll kill her now.
Oh my god, that's him!
Come here, let me see you.
I love that that's why he's a meme, because he just whacks.
Wait, what are you doing? Wait. Fuck, man!
You're fine. Get that little one.
Oh my god. The man, the myth. He's here, best character.
Fucking touch him!
Right, so the question is, who are these people?
Shit. hell of a catch, huh?
Okay, well that didn't disappoint. I mean, I was kind of thinking, like, are they the Fireflies who maybe abandoned there? Like that building? And then they've come back and just attacked whoever's inside, but I don't think that's what's happening. Okay, so now we're back with Ellie. Okay. Now, so far, narratively for Season 4, if it happens, you've got one episode of Ellie being all happy, dealing with PTSD, and then answering the call to adventure. You've got another episode of Abby doing a load of bullshit and then meeting Fat Geralt. Like, at most, that's an episode.
That's gotta be it.
Oh, that tickled me. Oh god, what's gonna happen to Fat Geralt? Is he gonna... I mean, Abby's gonna kill him, right? No, Lev's gonna kill him.
Street from here.
Presumably. Right, hold up. Did we just sail here? Is that what just happened? Not in that boat, we didn't. I guess we were just scavenging. Okay, that's fine. Oh, it's Abby's boat. Oh, it's that boat. Right, okay. Right, thank you. So we are actually doing some tracking, then. We're not just immediately showing up like, hello, you left a map. I used it.
This looks promising.
Lucian, that is a good question. Who do they cast as Fat Geralt in the show? Who do they cast? It's gotta be someone... Dog the Bounty Hunter? Someone like that? Someone who just, like, exudes charisma? Mickey Rourke? Yeah, that's a good shout. Henry Cavill in a fat suit. I could see them doing that if they were going to play into the meme, but... Okay, so we found Abby's boat, and we accomplished that by just going down the coast of western United States until we found a boat that looked like the one that Abby had.
Here we go.
Because that's all Tommy said, is that Abby's probably going in this direction on a boat.
Okay.
So, is Ellie gonna encounter
Now what?
Fat Geralt?
Mesa Bluff. I'm here.
Oh, wait, no.
Is that way.
Okay. Oh, we got noises. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that they don't do what just popped into my head. Is Ellie gonna find Abby and then rescue her, and then they're gonna have their boss fight? Because Ellie's like, oh hell no, no one's killing Abby but me. Oh, zombies, right. Okay, hold on, let's do this. Do you have a bow or a crossbow? Because I'm wondering why you have one arrow. Apparently I do. Let's use it for simplicity. I really don't need to use it here, but I'm going to. Yeah. Ah, it worked. Alright. I'll try and do this sneaky. Zombie? Do we have health? Let's craft health because we're going to need it. Now, there are certainly clickers. Oh no! Oh, that's bad. No, you're a zombie. Leave me alone. Don't see me. You not see me. How? Now, at least, I mean, this is a lot less. This is a lot more morally uncomplicated because they are just zombies. Don't get no trauma from killing no zombies, do ya? Unless they kill Joel. Right. Let's craft some ammo. And see if we can kill a clicker. Are you playing on easy mode? No, I'm playing on whatever normal is. Shit. Shit. Ah, that's bad. Very bad, very bad, very bad. Oh, shit. Well, that's fine. Now everyone knows I'm here. That's fine. Have you tried playing the game on the glory that is journalist mode? No. I played it on potato mode a little while ago on one of the streams. But no, journalist mode, no. Well, now all of China knows I'm here. We may as well pick up more bullets. Okay. Oh, we gotta go into the house, don't we? Right. No, we can't get... Okay, I guess we're not going into the house. No, I can't. Can I climb that? Surely I can climb that. That looks like the way to go. Through here, maybe? No? Can't go in there? Oh, there's a hole. Here we go. Thank you, hole. That's a roof clicker. What happens if I shoot it? Is it going to jump off the roof? Oh! Yes, it is. I'm actually kind of surprised it did that. Didn't look like there was much of a jumping animation, though. Right. Abby, are you in here? You must pay for your crimes. Or something. Killing you is something that I don't really want to do. It's just that, you know, it might help me sleep better. Oh my god, a playing card. CBB 73. Oh, he's got 100 brawn, this one. Not very smart, though. He's from Mars. Okay, we need to upgrade ourselves. What do we want? What's going to help us against Abby? Upgrade for your melee weapon. I don't think I need that. Might take that. Explosive arrows, eh. Aim stability, let's take that one.
All right.
More zombies. Oh, hello. Alright, we're doing this the old-fashioned way. Oh, no, we're not. There's a big... That's a large man. No, there's two. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. This is not good. We need more DACA. Oh, bad. Out the window. Run away. I can't make a Molotov. This is gonna suck. This is gonna suck. Have they forgotten? Hold on, maybe I can make a Molotov. Trip mine. Trip mine, trip mine, trip mine. Come on, trip mine. Rah. Come on. This way, you fuck. Where are you going? I'm right here. I'm right here, kill me. Well, this is a predicament. Come on, come this way. Oh shit, yeah, they explode. Oh, we got the other one. Die! Why didn't you die? Okay, okay, well, we got him. We just have no health left. Oh shit! Huzzah! Right, is there another? Because I'm fucked, if there is. That didn't go very well. Oh, there's more! Hello! Ah, we're good, we got him. How are you not dead? I don't know. I am not the man to answer that question. What we need is a health pack and some bullets. Health pack we can't make. Unfortunately, let's see if we can upgrade a weapon. Ooh, find 12 workbenches. I just got an achievement. Yeah, stability, why not? Gilgamesh, no, I have not yet seen F1. It's been recommended to me, and it looks like the kind of movie that would benefit from being seen in the cinema. I just haven't got around to watching it yet. But I did quite like Top Gun Maverick, so I will plan on watching it. Wife shouldn't take much convincing. She'll watch it because Brad Pitt's in it. Okay. Is this the way I'm supposed to go? Yes, it is. There we go. VOP44 says you said you're going to replay the first Last of Us. Is it for a specific purpose or just because why not? Mainly because why not? I would like to compare it to this game, having now played it. Because it obviously will be revisiting an older game, which usually would mean downgrading quality, but from memory, the first one... forget the story. From memory, the first one is substantially better than this one mechanically, but that might just be like rose-tinted glasses. I honestly can't remember.
She has to be down there.
Okay, so we found the house that Abby and Lev got abducted by Fat Geralt, right? Now the question is... are we going to arrive... kind of as it's happening, or are we arriving, like, a week later or something? Oh, a zombie. Let's try and melee these ones. Reload while not aiming. I think I'm fully reloaded, aren't I? No. I'm coming to get you. You cannot hear me. Mushrooms don't have ears. No? No C. Only go backwards. Now, again, what I said about the, reluctance to do cutscenes and to make everything interactive. It feels to me like the zombies we've encountered in both Abby and Ellie's part of the story. It's just because, you know, you gotta have zombies, right? They just gotta be there. You know, adding this gameplay after we've honestly already had the climax of the story, it really just feels like they just shouldn't really... Like, this, at this point, this is just busy work. It's like, zombies, let's cut their throats, blow them up, like, who cares? You know, it's not really a progression, it's just more of the same. And I feel like if there were no zombies in this portion of the game, I wouldn't have been like, damn, where are the zombies? Ooh! What the fuck? Okay. Ow! Oh, that's bad. Did I use my health pack? Yes, I did. Now, who did this? It could only be... There is only one man who could have accomplished something like this. Capturing one protagonist, and then capturing another. Well, Ellie, you silly bint, if you had stayed at home... None of this would have happened. You had everything. You had it all. I mean, you didn't have sleep, but...
Abby.
You can recognize Abby from her silhouette. Oh, it's not Abby. She mistook Fat Girl for Abby.
This bitch is fucked up. We'd be lucky if she lasts a month. Can we please just say we're done for the day?
Yeah, get that thing down. Let's reset the traps.
Really, man? I mean, is she even worth the trip back? It's not like...
Oh, zombie!
Hey, get you?
No. I'm good. Something funny?
Looks like you shit your pants.
fuck you say?
Oh, bitch.
Oh, you like
She's on her knife. She's gonna stab you, you fool.
Come on. We don't need
No, man,
this.
she's fucked up anyway, man. Come on.
Oh, wait, she's not. She was just...
It's funny.
Oh, that's what we're doing. Oh. Well, that wasn't very smart. Oh, no! Fat Geralt, no!
Wait. You said Abby. You're looking for an Abby, right? We picked one up a couple of months ago.
Yeah, sure.
No, big girl.
Built like an ox.
Blonde. Arms like mine.
Arms like mine.
Scrawny kid with cuts by his mouth.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, I found this girl the other week. She looked exactly like me, and I look like Fat Geralt.
Yeah, that's her. You let me go. I'll tell you where she is.
The thing is, they're kind of paying lip service to the idea that, well, Abby's a little bit abnormal in her physique, let's put it that way. Especially in, you know, if you saw someone who looked like Abby just walking on the street, you'd think, damn, she's been working out. Or damn, she's been inhaling the roids. You see that in this setting, and you're just like, nah, that is not happening, that is not acceptable. So they're kind of touching on it, like, yeah, I saw, there was an Abby, there was a girl called Abby, and she had arms the size of mine, but no one is saying, yeah, she was like some kind of genetic freak Hulk abomination thing that could not exist, but I saw her with my own eyes. You know, they're not going the whole distance with that.
Get to her before that infection takes over.
Talk.
She's in a holding cell in our camp.
Where's that?
Head that way till you hit the railroad track. That'll lead you to a resort. We keep them in the tall, round building. Oh. I swear.
Well, that wasn't very nice. That's right, you're badly wounded. What happens now? Now, as far as getting... Oh, I just got an achievement for find all weapons. Did I just find a weapon?
Tall, round building. Tracks to resort. Tall, round building.
Yeah, as far as getting Ellie and Abby to cross paths, there are a bunch of, like, conveniences because, oh, damn, wasn't that lucky, but I guess the idea of them both encountering Fat Geralt, like, that's fine, because he's, I guess, hunting people for some reason in this area.
God damn it.
Shit. Alright.
Fuck did he get a gun? Tell the others to search.
Silenced submachine gun. Okay.
That got out. Watch out for infected.
Well, yeah, I mean, we need some DACA. I just don't have any health. That's the problem.
Helped him. They're going in the fucking pool.
I'll see how this works.
Fuck was that?
Ah, it must have been the wind. It was just the wind. It was not me. Game?
Okay.
I just, like, broke all of your rules. How did I get away with that? Buy ammo. Oh, shit, yeah, that was... I just wasted so much ammo. Ah, well, fuck it. We're good, we're good, we're good. We don't need it. We don't need it. See, we can make more. Now, how many bullets does it take to kill those people? Is it, like, just one headshot? Because either way, we're gonna continue. We're gonna own that. For Ellie is retarded. And she wastes her ammo. Oh, a dog. Okay, well, we have a tool for that. No, you're not going that way? Okay. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. No one can see me! No, you cannot see me. I'm hiding here. Right. Ooh. No, bad. Oh my god, it's the wind. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Dog, go pop. Pop goes... Oh, that's bad. Okay, well, let's hide. Oh, sorry. Did he have a name? Was his name God? Sorry, dog. Sorry, dog.
Big group. I better find her before these idiots kill her.
Well, no, because she'll be, you know, dead, right? Is that not... That's not enough. It's not enough. We have to make her bleed. We have to mount her thunder guns on our above our mantelpiece. Right, is there a health pack in here? Because that's what I need. Neo says no more mounting Abby. That's a good point. That was a little bit traumatic the last time that happened. Now, I'm guessing that my opinion on this is not going to change in the last however long of the game we've got left, couple of hours or whatever it is. Best part of the game, as in most enjoyable part to play, I think hands down has got to be the hillside section. Ellie Day 2, I think? Hillcrest, thank you, Hillcrest. Yeah, that was definitely the bit that I enjoyed the most. There were a couple of other parts, you know, like the flashbacks and stuff that I liked narratively, but if we're just purely talking gameplay experience, the Hillcrest bit was the best part. Best part story-wise, the problem with that is that I have to... It has to be one of the flashbacks with Joel. It probably the one in the museum. That one I liked a lot. If we're restricting it to the main story, then Jesus, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Definitely not none of the Abby shit. Can we? Can we? No, we can't. Oh my god, yes we can. Oh, Fat Geralt. Yeah, that's true. Fat Geralt was pretty cool. I enjoyed him. I enjoyed his girth. Right, now these guys are wearing bike helmets, which are bulletproof? Sneaky, sneaky! Don't turn around, don't turn around! I'm going to kill you!
Don't. Got you.
Oh shit. Bad time to change your gun! Where am I being seen from? The game is... It's making the "you've been seen" noise. Oh, it's that guy. Hold on. Now let's try and pop him with a bullet.
Next.
Okay, so it really is just like any old bullet. I really did waste a lot of ammo earlier then. Bum 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 bum. Oh, hello. Oh no, you have a dog. I don't like killing doggies. It's mean. No, 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 no. Maybe. No, I'll grant you that was a little bit suspicious. Now, I may as well not use my silenced weapon here. You can't go around shooting guys in the dick! Alright, we're good.
Oh, fuck.
Turn your light off, thank you. I don't know why I had my light on.
Where are the tracks?
Right, where are the tracks?
Okay.
From Abby's freakishly humongous feet.
Resort.
It's like we're hunting Bigfoot out here. Here we go. What do you think of the people who claim that you need to have a high level of emotional intelligence to understand this game and its message? I don't think I need to give any kind of response other than to laugh. This game, regardless of whether you like what it does with the story, the game delivers that story with the subtlety of a fucking, like, brick to the testicles. There is no emotional maturity to this game at all. It is as simple as it can be, whilst telling the story that it is trying to tell. And some parts of it are not what I would call simple, like what it does with the chronology, and how that affects your perception of characters, but as far as the general, like, beating you over the head with the point the writers want to make, it is, like, one of the least subtle stories that I have experienced.
How do I get in there?
How do I get in there? Well, we have a mine. A mine.
Hello.
Someone on Reddit counted how many people not infected Ellie kills, and it's 182, and that's just in Seattle. Yeah, in my case, by the time I got to Nora, I think it was like 91. And yeah, as some very intelligent people in my comments have pointed out, not all of those were necessary. Like, the player has the option to not kill 91 people before you get to Nora. But the fact is, the game presents you with mechanics that encourage you to do that. And the story of the game doesn't change at all if you don't do that. Which means the game is essentially... It's presenting you with rules that require... It's presenting you with rules and suggesting to you, because it's a video game, that you have to comply with those rules. And if you don't, it doesn't actually change anything. Which essentially means that the story, like the emotional impact and the thematic through line of the story, make more sense if you don't play the game the way that it wants you to play it. Which, like, that's fundamentally broken. Release Anthony. Can I release him? Oh my god, this is just like in that movie. Goodbye, Anthony. Straps, leave it. Good boy. Ah, Anthony, best character. Come on. Oh shit, I had no bullets. Oh no. Fuck sticks, we're gonna have to do this again. Oh no! Oh, bad! Bad, Anthony! I helped you! You fuck! This betrayal! This will not stand! Anthony. We need to have a word. We need to try that again. Okay, we also need to make sure that we're using the right gun this time and not do everything wrong. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna put a trip mine here. Hope that Anthony doesn't stand on it, because that would just be tragic. That would just be the worst thing. Right, go. Off you pop. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna take out Brenda on the roof. Oh wait, no we're not. Anthony's got him. Anthony's got him.
Secure the area.
You motherfucker!
Try another angle. Push it.
I need to go to my trip mine. No! No, definitely don't let up. Don't you dare walk into my trip mine. I made it for you. You can have it if you want. It's right here. It's over here somewhere. Where did I put it? It's somewhere in this general vicinity. Oh, you found it. Well done.
Where's the fucking outside? Find where she's hiding.
Did you enjoy your present? God, this blast from the past reminds me of that Smurf who just gives everyone a present and it's always a bomb. Like, what was that guy's problem? Irish Smurf? I don't think he was Irish. But then it has been a while since I've watched the Smurf. Oh, hello.
Holy fuck!
Ah, we got him. Now, no, we can't make another. We're all out of presents. This is a problem. Coward? No, I'm not a coward. Cowardice is like my least favorite thing to do. Revenge is my deal, not cowardice. Many, many bullets. Right, can we do something with these bullets? Well, we can turn these bullets into a trip mine. Let's do that. No health pack. Don't need one. Oh, hello. Sneaky, sneaky. Yeah. All right, we're good. Yeah, that's it. That's all we can conjure.
These are some sick fucks.
Ellie. Is you talking about yourself again? J.R. Coatman says, have you played the Jedi games? I played maybe 5 hours of the first one. Not really my thing. I'm not into Star Wars enough to play a Souls-like game, and Souls-like games are not really my thing either, so it was fine, but it wasn't really for me. I remember I spent like maybe 2 hours trying to work out some puzzle in a temple, a big underground temple. If anyone's played the game, you probably know what I'm talking about, and I just never went back to the game after that. It involved, I think, gusts of wind and balls. Like big, not the locked variety, but like large rock balls, I guess, that kind of thing. I can't really remember, honestly. Neo, at some point, I think I would like to try Sekiro, because it's kind of infamous. I highly doubt that I will be any good at it. I have no idea if I will enjoy it, and so I'm not sure if it would make a good game to stream. That's the problem.
Fuck all these assholes.
Oh, is that Abby? Is she in pain? Oh no, it's another zombie. Well, I know what I can do with that. No? Shit. Alright. No, go. Oh, you prick. I just want to let you out. Let him out, let him out, let him out! Yeah! Don't chase me! Chase the other ones! They imprisoned you! Why are you still chasing me? Eat the other one!
Drop them now!
No, you! Oh shit, we're out of bullets. Well, we got no choice here, really, do we? Stab! Stab! And punch, and kick, and punch. Oh, there's another one. Oh no! Reload, reload, reload! Quickly reload the fucking gun! That nearly worked! Oh, that nearly worked. Okay. Okay. Right, let's try that again. I need to be quicker when dealing with this first guy. No. It was not me. Blah, 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 blah. I'll be honest, this gun seems very overpowered. Right, can I sneak up to this, infected individual and wreak some havoc? Right, go. Live your dream. No, I'm not your dream! Leave me alone, motherfucker! I freed you! Oh. Why? We need that. How? No, reload. Reload, motherfucker. Bullets. We still have bullets. Oh, are you shooting your... Oh, you are. Shoot the glass! Hello. Oh, bad. Hey, I got a present for you. It's not a surprise, this one. Enjoy it. No, don't chase me. That would be the last thing I'd want you to do. Wait, how did you get past my present? Heal. Healy wheelie. Right, come on. You will enjoy my present. I made it for you. Ah! Alright, come get me. Yay! He enjoyed it. He enjoyed it. He enjoyed it.
Keep it up! I'm on it!
Where are you? Wait, how many more are there of you? Shit. Oh, it's an axe! Okay, right. Okay, there's a lot more of them than I thought, so I need to approach this somewhat sensibly. The special approach is not working. Shit, I was drinking. We had a checkpoint? Really? Really? Why the fuck have we got a checkpoint?
Push forward!
The Axeman cometh! We're running low on the bullets. No, come on, come on, come on. Right in the balls. Alright. I think we're okay. We are now completely dry. No, we're okay. We got some shotgun bits. Health behind you, to the left. Thank you. Let me have a look. No, these are bullets. There we go. That's protein. Right. We got to save one for Abby. Now, those are clickers. Well, that would have been probably a better way to deal with this, but oh well. Alright, Abby, where are you? I need to find you so that I can spare you. Yeah.
Thought I saw.
Straight! Shit!
Oh, come on, you... Yeah! No? Shit. Oh, it's bad. I could take this seriously, but at this point I just can't really be bothered. I'm just kind of seeing what works at this point. Get the health on the bed. Alright, let's have a look. Yeah! I have been seen. Whoa, what the fuck? Jumped off the... Okay, fine. Use journalist, but no, I don't want to change the difficulty. Because it's not that this is too hard, it's that I'm just not treating it with respect, I guess. Hello! Oh, is this what we're doing? Oh, there's no death from above button. Shoot her! Fucking fucking shoot her. I think I'm gonna go do a wee. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, we're back. Let's finish this. Maybe. So are we just gonna find Abby, fight her to the death, but not really, and then that's the end of the game, right? There's gotta be more to it than that, surely. Because otherwise, like, what's the point of this? We're gonna hunt Abby to the ends of the earth, and then actually no, and then we're gonna hunt Abby, and then actually no. How can you not see me?
God damn it!
Ooh! How are you alive? Ah! Bad! Now I have just the wackiest idea. Humans! Where are you, humans? I was kind of counting on you. Bottle. I can throw a bottle, but I don't know if they'll hear it, right? They've got to be close enough to me.
Found her! Right here!
Yes, shoot those guns, you fuck! You're gonna get the click ripped out of you.
Over here!
Yes! Onward, my pretties! Fly! Oh, no, he's gone. He's gone. He shall fight another day. Well, let's make some ammo while this is going on. Yeah, we're okay. Okay, so the clickers are in there. Scrap, come here. Come on, come here. And we can use this opportunity to just loot the place. Because at worst, there's going to be like 2 clickers left, right? You good boy. I know it's hot. Right, the zombies are, I think, upstairs. Yeah. That's 2 zombies, and they're both upstairs. Ooh, a person? A foe? Come on, clickers, do your thing.
Todd! Pin her down!
Ha ha! Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit! Oh my god, that was a squeaky bum moment. Oh my god. How did that work? Oh, I didn't realize the first one was, like, locked onto me instead of the NPC. Jesus. Okay. So we got 1 clicker, which we should probably deal with the bow. I mean, unless I just avoid it, right? Yeah, what's that? Oh! I can't feel my hip.
No, what?
Ah, in pieces again. Wait, hold on! Is that motherfucker still alive? That motherfucker is still alive. This guy... This guy is who The Last of Us 3 is going to be about. I'm actually going to leave him. I'm going to let him live. Revenge is bad. I am convinced. What's that guy's name? Let's name him. Reggie? Does that work? The Last of Us Reggie? That's Fat Geralt's son. Yes. Steven Mateo?
I don't know. It's gotta be a fucking stray.
Wait, why are you alive? Why are you alive? I'm going in here. You will not see me. You will not see me. I'm in here. Now, that guy I left alive is going to cause problems for me, isn't he? Ha. Harumph.
Mateo!
Oh, that guy's name was Mateo! No, it didn't. Nah, 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 Batman. Shit. You have gun. I would like gun. Go and check on bottle! Ah, it was the wind. It was the wind. Let's check out the wind. Gotcha, bitch.
I'll go see what's... I caught him! Taking the shot!
Keep her in check! On it!
Oh, I got no bullets! Fuck it, we're going loud. Oh my god, a triple kill! Oh, baby! Nearly a triple kill. Where are you? Hello!
Get closer!
No, you're pretty fucking close, buddy.
Fuck!
Wait, are you the guy I was trying to keep alive? Are you Fat Geralt Jr.? Are you Skinny Geralt? Probably not, is my guess. Shit, wait, there's more. No, you don't. I am the table. Run for the exit. See, I don't know where the exit is, so I kind of have to kill everyone. There are many bullets. And these ones are mine. Where's the guy who just spoke? I need him to not speak again. Oh, they were playing poker. Ooh, that's not a bad hand. Alright, well, I guess we keep going. Health pack. Yeah, we're probably gonna need it. Swiggy swiggy while I have a health pack of my own. Alright, we're good. Abby, honey, are you in here? Now, I know what happens to Abby and Ellie. I have no idea what happens to Lev. I'd be very surprised if Lev dies at this point. Because if Ellie kills Lev, then Abby is going to kill Ellie. That's just a given. But then, if Ellie and Abby are engaged in, like, eternal fisticuffs that will end with one of them... Sorry, mortal fisticuffs that will end with one of them dying, then Lev will obviously jump in and help Abby, unless Lev is unable to. That's my guess. Alright, door. Ooh! Nice try, bitch. You lack thunderous guns, so,
Kill her! Bitch! I got the key!
Rip. Oh, okay, there we go.
Alright, come on, let's go!
Hey, where's Abby?
She's bit!
Keep back!
Hey, don't put that fucking thing in me!
Hey! Abby tried to escape. She's down in the pillars.
The pillars?
Head down to the beach. You won't miss it.
Okay.
She's probably already dead.
Guns right next to the prisoners. That is a good point.
Come on!
I've said this a few times that I would not do a video on a video game, or at least if I was going to, I would need to find the right one. I might have found the right one. Not The Last of Us 2, just throwing that out there. I'm not going to make a video on The Last of Us 2, but there is a video game that I've been going over recently, and I'm tempted to make a video on it, so we're gonna see what happens.
Where are you?
Because that kind of thing, leaving the fucking gun cupboard next to the prisoners, that's the kind of thing that it's quite easy to miss when you're playing, but if you're, like, pausing all the time and taking notes and actually working out how everything works and where everything is, then that's gonna be like, huh, why would that happen? I'm not gonna say what the game is because I'm not 100% sure that I'm gonna make a video on it. At this point, I'm maybe 60% sure, so I don't want to say and then disappoint people, and I also don't want to say and have people be like, don't waste your time, kind of thing. Lol, Ak, Brodge 1. No, I have never played mouthwashing. I've never heard of that. Unless you're memeing and mouthwashing is a reference to something else. It would, for the most part, it would be a praise, but there are things that I think warrant criticism, and it's a relatively new game. That's what I would say. I don't even want to give you guys a clue because I don't want to announce anything that I'm not certain that I'm gonna do. When I am certain, I will tell you. It's not Exposition 33. I've not played that yet. Mouthwashing is good. It's a horror game about a man incapable of taking responsibility. I have never heard of this game. Right, time to find Abby and possibly Lev? Unless Lev's already like dead.
Holy.
Ooh. Is Abby on a stick? Is this Abby? I'd recognize those thunderous guns anywhere.
Abby?
Am I meant to feel sorry for you now? Oh, wait, that's not Abby. No, the guns are too skinny. She hasn't been here for months. Where's Lev? Is Lev here? No? Maybe she's elsewhere. Wait, are you fucking serious? So not only... This winds me up. Usually I don't notice shit like this, but the game has put in effort to make me notice. This is not just an invisible wall. This is an invisible wall that is knee height. And this is an invisible wall that's knee height that they animated her putting her foot up and then being like, nah, I can't, it's too high. Fucking hell. Wait, is this Abby? Oh, has the game crashed? I think the game's crashed. OBS is still going. Is the stream still there? Can you guys still hear me? I mean, yeah, the game has crashed, but I'm guessing that you guys can hear me. What the fuck? I mean, that's it, right? That's the end of The Last of Us. We found Abby. But the thing is, the music is still going, because this is like an in-engine cutscene, right? Which means that the music is still going, the sounds are still going, but nothing, the actions aren't happening, which means the dialogue isn't triggering. Which means it's not actually, you know, rendering the things that would trigger the dialogue, I guess? I guess that's how it works. I'm gonna have to restart the fucking game here. I thought we were past this. I thought we beat this. Okay. I swear to God, if we have to compile shaders again. Right. Okay, I have to quit. I gotta quit. Gotta quit the game. Send final bug report. I will if it gives me the option to. Game, you gotta close though. You gotta... Game? Game, what the fuck? Is the stream dead? Can you guys... Can you hear me still? The stream? Okay, you can still hear me. Good, because I'm trying to close the game and it's not letting me. I kind of don't know what to do. Hold on. I mean, Control-Alt-Delete, Task Manager. Let's try it this way. Last of Us Part 2 and Task. Oh! Uh-oh. Are we okay? Yeah, we're okay. Yeah, that didn't work the first time. I don't know why. Welcome to Microsoft Edge DevTools. I didn't do that. Neil, what have you done to my computer? Okay. Yeah, screen is blank because the game isn't running and it hasn't given me a bug report. Right. Let me just give this 20 seconds or so because Steam still thinks the game is running, and if I force quit it, I might lose progress, and I don't want to have to do this again. Okay. Bear with. Bear with. We are going to get this back up. Game is stopping. Come on. Come on, Steam. You can do it. Launching, play, and hopefully this will go straight to OBS. How close am I to the end of the game? because I'm aware that I've got some super chats I need to read, but if we're basically there, then I'll wait until we're done. Very close. Oh, like 5 minutes. Fucking hell. Okay. So we're gonna have a confrontation with Abby and then presumably a cinematic, right? Although James is saying 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, fine. In that case, I will wait until we're done and then I will catch up on the super chats. Right. We're back. Come on. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Story. Continue. Compile shaders. Please don't compile shaders. Yeah, we're compiling shaders. Come on, OBS. You can make it. You can do it. Nearly done. Nearly done. Okay, hold up. Hold up. I think we're back. You guys, okay, it's 22:22 here in the UK. If you guys can hear me, just send me a message saying 22:22. And then I know that we're back, because OBS was struggling while it was compiling shaders, but now I think we're okay. So I've just paused it before the cinematic plays. Looks like we might be okay. Yes, hold on, let me switch on. Abby jump scare. Okay, we're back, we're back. Okay, let me switch this back to exclusive, because this is the thing, is... Thank you. Oh, there we get the 22:22s. Thank you, guys. Thank you. We're good. Yeah, this is something that I've had to deal with every time that I've streamed since it went into, like, potato mode, is, whenever the game crashes, it resets my display settings, and I don't know why. And running the game on exclusive full screen is what I found that fixes the problem, which is why we had no problems last time. Why we're having a problem now, I can't fucking tell you. But it means that every time I launch the game to stream it, I've got to set it to exclusive full screen, because otherwise it's just set to full screen. And I don't know, like, why that would matter, but apparently it does. So, okay. What is Abby gonna say? It looks like she's been shaved. So she's now a shaved ox. And with her arms being up there, I can't tell how emaciated she is. If she's been here for... She could have been here for 6 months. I have no idea. Because she didn't, like, lose any gains in the last year. So I don't know. I don't know what the game is telling me right now, but let's see what happens. Okay, so Abby has been up there for a few months. I mean, she definitely looks smaller, that's for sure. Oh shit, Lev is alive. Lev might be alive. Lev's dead?
Abby.
Lev's alive, Lev's alive.
I got you. I got you. They're both this way.
Is that it? Are we not... Are we still trying to kill Abby? Climb it, you fuck! Wait, what about everyone else? Is everyone else dead? I think everyone else is dead. Now, is Ellie gonna change her mind because Abby has suffered enough? Or is Ellie still gonna fight? I don't know what is gonna happen here. Why is there a boat right there? Are they gonna... I'm gonna keep quiet until I know what happens. Do it. Kill her. She's weak. She cannot defend herself. She's lost her games. You're now on equal footing.
I'm not doing this. I'm not gonna fight you. Yes, you will. He's not a part of this. You made him a part of this.
What, by saving him? Okay, okay. Okay. Now, before this happens, honest question for chat, because I don't quite know what I think here. This is obviously neither Ellie nor Abby are at peak physical condition. Ellie knows how to fight, but she is very scrawny and she gets around by using knives. And she got impaled on a tree, like, I mean, when was that? Like a few hours ago? So she's not doing too well. Abby is a thunderous goddess who is like the strongest person that was working for the WLF. She can like rip zombies apart with her bare hands, and she looks... She's the size of Fat Geralt. Like, need I say more? But she's also been like strapped to a tree for, from what you guys were saying, like 2 months. She hasn't been... I mean, presumably they've given her water, although I don't know why you would give them water, because the whole point of that torture there is for them to die a horrible death. So why would you keep her alive? Like that, I don't... You're not staying alive by drinking rainwater. Anyway, who wins this fight? If there's no knife. If Ellie doesn't have her knife, who wins this fight? I'm still saying that Abby would win. Because Abby may be in worse physical condition, but her baseline is so much higher than Ellie that I highly doubt that would matter. Oh, they had her for 2 months, but the being strapped to a pillar is new. Right, okay, that changes things. In that case, if Abby has lost muscle, it's not gonna be much. Because if you take someone with that physique and then just don't feed them for 2 months, yeah, it's gonna make a difference, but it's not gonna get rid of everything. Abby, yeah, I mean, you guys are all saying Abby. Someone says Lev. Okay. Because, yeah, I mean, what will happen to Abby is that her body will essentially start consuming her muscles in order to sustain itself. In the same way that if you take a fat person and you don't feed them, then the body is going to consume the fat. The same thing happens to someone who is very muscular and doesn't maintain their physique, like if they starve or whatever. Okay, well, let's see what happens. It's not going to be a knife fight, right? Does Ellie want this to be a fair fight, or does she just want to kill Abby? I mean, it looks like she's not interested in a fair fight. Oh, definitely not interested in a fair fight. She just wants Abby to die. Well, Abby... I mean, this is really what it all comes down to, right? Like, I, as the player... If I played the game and experienced the story that Druckmann thinks I played and experienced, then I feel very sorry for Abby, and I don't want to kill Abby. Ellie did not play that game. Ellie did not experience that story. Which means Ellie wants Abby fucking dead. Which means there's only one way this ends. Oh, well, I guess there's two ways this could end. One of them is going to die. That's the only way that can end, and I already know that it doesn't. Okay, just get it over with. Just change your mind. I'm done. I'm done. Just fuck off. Actually, I kind of want to see what happens if Abby beats Ellie, but at the same time, I don't want to play this again. Oh no! Ow, my throat. Ow, my throat again. Am I meant to lose this? Is this what's happening? She's blocking everything. Okay, now this is just getting very monotonous now, so I'm just going to throw out an idea that I think would have been cool. The game leaves the option up to you. So, fuck, there's a game... I can't really say what game it is because it would be a spoiler, but there is a game where the ending is kind of similar to this, and you're placed in a fight that is, it's essentially unwinnable. And it's up to you to, you can keep fighting for as long as you, well, so it's not Halo Reach, but like Halo Reach would be a good example of this, because in Halo Reach and this other game that I'm not going to tell you what it is, you're placed there and you just got to keep fighting. You've got to fight wave after wave, and eventually you're going to fail because you get ground down, and then you realize that there was never any way out of this other than winning. What I think they could have done here is plonked you in a boss fight with Abby, who, if the game had actually done its job properly, the player really does not want to kill Abby right now. And then given the player the option of fighting or putting the controller down and saying, no, you know what? I want Abby to win. That would have been something, because there should be no way out of this fight other than one of them dies. And I don't know how they're gonna, I mean, one of them is just gonna change their mind. I don't know. Oh, okay, well that was that. Okay. Herbst Fuchs is correct. He's just said the game that I'm thinking of, if anyone is interested. It's not a brand new game, so it's not really a spoiler. I just don't want to, ruin it for anyone who's currently playing it. Oh, just Fucking die, you bitch. I'm done. I want you to die. Because then what they could have done is the failure state of this fight would have been very consequential. It would have been, well, either you gain the upper hand or you don't, and then that commits you to whatever ending is going to happen. Whereas here the game is just telling you, no, Ellie is going to win, and then presumably decide to spare Abby. Oh! Oh no, not the oh! Well, she's definitely going to spare Abby now that she chewed off her fingers. Change your mind, Ellie, come on. Now we get the porch scene. The infamous porch scene. Seki Jokes says, how about where you can walk away, but the game doesn't tell you that you can walk away? Death Stranding does a similar thing to that from memory. How are your fingers? Are they gone? No, they're still there. So presumably we're going to get the porch scene now, right? Because I've watched that scene when I made my video, but I guess I want to see it again. Well, there goes Abby and Lev. Off to, I don't know, conquer the world? What are they going to do? Please don't crash. Now we're good. Oh, okay, she did lose her fingers. Now, whatever is Dina gonna say? Because Dina pretty much cut ties with Ellie. She was like, I'm not doing this. If you leave, you are grounded, mister. Unless we're skipping that. And this isn't Ellie returning home. There is so much grain here. Zach should really play this game. All right. Hello, Dina. Where are you? Oh, did Dina leave? Oh, no. See, Dina was actually being pretty sensible, and I like that she's committed to leaving. As a result of Ellie's insane bloodlust. And I get that it's meant to be tragic, and that, oh no, Ellie, she didn't choose this. It was like thrust upon her. She felt that she had to do it, and Dina felt that she had to do what she did, and they can't be together. They can't have their happy family because life isn't happy sometimes. Like, I get that that's what they're doing, but I remain unconvinced that Ellie would do what she did. Because it was almost like too happy and idyllic and everything. And then you get the PTSD and it happens and you're like, oh, well, I guess I gotta go and deal with my PTSD, bye. Like, it was all pretty quick. Wait, how's this gonna work? She's missing fingers. Are we about to get a comedy skit where she can't play the notes anymore? Because, I have all my fingers, but I've tried playing guitar when I've hurt one of my fingers, and it's like in a plaster, and that's not happening. Muscle memory doesn't work that way. This is all gonna sound like... Hold on. I'm trying to work out if those chord shapes are correct. Yeah, these chord shapes... That one doesn't look right. That's not a D. That's an A. That's definitely not an E. Some of these are right and some of these are wrong. I know that she's missing fingers, but... so for example, the G... She should be fretting... Yeah, unless this guitar is in some fucking weird tuning, she should be fretting fret 3 on the 6th string, the 1st and the 2nd, and she can't do that because she's missing her fingers, but she's not even touching the 3rd fret. The C is correct, but she should be using her 3rd finger to fret the A string on the 3rd fret, which again she can't do, so that's... Yeah, she can't do that because she's missing a finger. The other ones all look wrong to me. Even bearing in mind that she's missing fingers. Ellie, this sounds like shit. Maybe it's tuned different. It could be tuned different, but like I think it is a reasonable assumption that a guitar is tuned to E standard. Like, it might not be. You might be doing some wacky open tuning or whatever, in particular with a guitar like this. Like, I think it is reasonable to assume that it's in standard tuning, because otherwise all of the chord shapes are going to be different. I mean, without some of her fingers, she could probably put it in a drop tuning and just play power chords, but doing this kind of thing, I mean, yeah, you can't play all those chords on the 1st and 2nd fret, sorry. Oh no. Everything is out of tune. Well, this was the cost of revenge. She lost the ability to play the guitar. I mean, I would have thought that losing Dina and mini baby Jessie Man would be, Is this copyrighted? I hope it's not copyrighted. Bam, 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 bam. I'm Joel and I'm singing a song and I'm also blocking out copyright so that way people can stream this video. See, Joel's got it right. He looks like he's playing the correct frets. Right, here we go. I don't want to ever hear you talking about taking me off patrols ever again, mister. Okay, and then he's going to start crying. That's what's going to happen here.
What are you drinking?
Coffee.
Where'd you get that?
Those people that came through last week.
Oh.
A little embarrassed as to what I had to trade to get it, but it's not bad.
Yeah, this is pretty much the same.
I had Seth under control.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know.
And you need to stop harassing Jesse about my patrols.
Okay.
This is a lot more like open. I mean, it's not a discussion, but at the same time it is a discussion. Whereas in the show, it's like, you will not do this.
Dina.
I am talking down to you.
Is she your girlfriend?
No. No, that was just one kiss. It doesn't mean anything. She just
Gary says that a Google search says that the composer for the game uses D tuning. That will affect the chord shapes, but I'm not sufficiently... I wouldn't be able to tell you what those chord shapes are if you're tuned down to D. I could check, but I'm not going to.
I have no idea what that girl's intentions are, but I do know that she would be lucky to have you.
You're such an asshole.
I'm not trying to.
I was supposed to die in that hospital. My life would have fucking mattered. But you took that from me.
Mm-hmm. Yep. If we're talking about guitar tunings, D standard is roughly the same as, because it's the same, the chord shapes are the same, but if you play a C shape with the guitar tuned down a whole step, it's no longer going to be a C.
I would
which
do it
would
all over again.
It would mean that the letters that the game is giving us are not the shapes that I'm familiar with, but that's possible. I just don't know. Ah, this is a lot better than it was in the show because it's not one discussion.
I don't think I can ever forgive you for that.
But I would like to try.
I like that.
Unfortunately, Joel, the writers are going to pair you with Abby Thunderguns in about 24 hours' time. Kongu says that some of those fingerings did look correct for open D tuning. That... I'm not familiar enough with open D tuning to say. If the guitar is tuned to some, like, wacky, unconventional tuning, then maybe it's possible to play all of those chords just using 2 frets and open strings. If that's the case, I will rescind my criticism. Okay, so I'm just going to pause it quickly, even though I'm pretty sure this is right at the end of the game. That scene, coming right at the end of the game, unlike the Seth scene, makes a lot of sense. Because it allows you to kind of reflect on the last somewhat positive moment that Ellie had with Joel after going through everything that she's gone through in the game. What the TV show completely misses, apart from condensing 2 discussions that were separated by over 2 years into one scene, is that it front loads that information, which means that you know when, you know in episode 6 of, yeah, it is episode 6 of season 1, that Ellie and Joel were on, maybe not good terms, but they were trying to repair their relationship, and then Joel got blapped by Abby. If the show was following the same, I guess, structure 1-for-1 as the game, the viewer would not get hit with that emotional gut punch until the end of season 4, which is completely different, like the flow of the narrative in the show. And I can't help but feel that the reason why they did that is because most of episode 6 of season 2 is like, it's emotional flashback stuff building up to that scene. But apart from that scene, that episode doesn't need to exist. It's not necessary. It doesn't do anything. And so I feel like the reason why they did that is because they knew that they wanted a Joel-centric flashback episode with a big emotional moment right at the end that then contextualized why Ellie was so angry. And the reason they wanted to do that is because they knew that they were going to have to wait like 2 to 3 years to get season 3, which is when the Abby side of things happens. Like in a TV show, you can't be waiting, what, 5 or 6 years to reveal that information to the audience if it's necessary for them to understand what's happening. In a game, you can, because you've got to wait maybe, what, 15 hours of playtime? Which in terms of like overall footage, it might be comparable, but the amount of time you have to wait is not comparable at all. So that's part of why I don't think that the structure of the game works in a TV show at all. I mean, that's literally the end of the game then, right? Zoom in on the guitar. I'm not going to have anything else? No epilogue with Abby and Lev? Meat for Breakfast says the structure hardly functions in the game either. I would partly agree and partly disagree, because I think that if all the problems were ironed out, then the structure is not something I would criticize. Because with some exceptions, the game is purposeful in how it delivers information to the player. The problem is that if you translate that into a TV show, it doesn't, you can't just do that one for one and have it work because of the amount of time. Okay. That was the end of The Last of Us, directed by Druxtifer. I don't want to watch the end credits, and it's also going to be presumably copyrighted music, so I'm going to close the game, and I'm then going to go through some super chats because I need to catch up on some. But before I do, are there any questions that you guys would have for me regarding the game itself? Like what I think of it, I guess, because it'll probably jog my memory. Right, let's close the game and put up, not that, let's put up that. There we go. So from trying to remember like the last, how long have I been playing the game? It took me 30 hours to finish the game. The first half of the game is mechanically pretty uninteresting. The melee combat I don't think is... It's nowhere near engaging enough. It's just the same thing every single time. The melee combat is exactly the same at the end as it is at the beginning. The shooting is fine. It's a continuation of what it was in the first game. The stealth mechanics are somewhat functional. Or, I mean, from what I found, they were mostly functional, but the problem was, again, once you break stealth and you enter combat, you're just on the same repetitive loop. The dogs, the use of dogs as an enemy type, and them being able to smell you, even though that didn't really pop up outside of like 1 or 2 set pieces, I thought that was a very interesting new mechanic to kind of throw at the player to challenge you. And it wasn't arbitrarily difficult. It was forcing you to essentially use your brain and work out the best way to deal with this, which is why, as I said earlier, I think that the Hillcrest section of the game was easily the standout section. Very little narrative content going in that part, but yeah. As far as the story goes, there's not a huge amount I can say that I haven't said already, but let me check what you guys are asking. Latrodon, did you like it? No, I didn't. I don't regret playing it, though, because now I've actually played it. I've experienced the mechanics alongside the story across 30 hours rather than just hearing a summary or watching a supercut or anything like that. I think that experiencing it is different, even though you could get mostly the same experience from just watching the cutscenes. I think that, in particular, like the whole Ellie being traumatized by killing one person thing, you're not going to get why that doesn't fucking work unless you have actually played as Ellie slitting people's throats for 12 hours. So no, I did not like the game, but that was mostly because of the story. If I were to put a number on it... I'm going to go with game mechanics, 5 or 6 out of 10. Story, 2, maybe 3 out of 10. That's the kind of area we're at. So if I were to give this game a number, it would probably be like maybe a 4 out of 10. But the difference between a 4 out of 10 game and a 4 out of 10 TV show or film is that it takes you 30 hours of active engagement to get through it. Favorite and least favorite scene or section. Favorite section, as I've said, is Hillcrest. The underground railway section with the clickers, that was okay. Least favorite has got to be basically everything Abby related on Seattle Day 3. Favorite side character. I mean, Tommy has his moments. Tommy is probably the best character. Just thinking about it, because he has some moments where it's like almost character breaking. But whenever he showed up, I was like, oh, okay, I'm a little bit more engaged than I otherwise was. Apart from that, Lev, I can't say I minded. But I also feel like they didn't do a huge amount with Lev. Obviously not Abby and Ellie. Any of Abby's crew, no, they're all fuckwits. None of them. I guess Isaac was okay, but he was barely in the game, so I can't really say. There's a lot more of Isaac in the show. He shows up in season 2 a fair bit. Was the gameplay in and of itself okay? No, I would say. That is the kind of game, if you forget that I was streaming the game for my own completionism, I guess, and for you guys watching me stream it, that is the kind of game where I would be willingly struggling against my dislike of the mechanics in order to experience the story. And I didn't like the story, which means that if not for the fact that I was streaming it, I would not have finished that game. There's no way. Did you like it? No. I very much liked how the combat flows. There are certain sections where I would agree. There are basically most of the sections I don't like. The combat itself I don't think was good because of how simple it was and how repetitive it was. What I did like is when the game presented you with a difficult situation with multiple challenges and says, and then the game would say like, okay, use the tools that we've taught you how to use and do your thing. That was when the gameplay was at its best, but that wasn't the sort of moment-to-moment sort of micro experience of the combat itself. You know, you put Ellie in a room with a guy and you've got to beat him. Beat as in defeat. You've got to defeat your enemy. That's fucking boring, and you do it like 600 times in the game. Compare that to, for example, I know it's a little bit of an unfair example, but like God of War. If you're making that comparison, there are so many ways that you can deal with enemies, and there are so many different ways that you have to deal with enemies based on the resources that you have available, the skill tree options that you've taken, what combinations the enemies show up in, whereas the only example of that happening in The Last of Us 2 was dog plus person. And I guess, to be fair, clicker plus runner, I think they're called, the regular zombies. But that was just, that is taken, as far as I can remember, 1-for-1 from The Last of Us Part 1. So I can't really credit The Last of Us 2 for that. But yes, when you have a clicker who is blind with the runners who are less dangerous but not blind, that is a little bit more interesting than just having like, oh no, there's 3 clickers, whatever shall I do? Well, I have a shotgun, I guess I'll shoot them. Okay, let me open the super chats and I will get through them. Happy birthday again to Trolls T. Kiola. I don't actually know how to pronounce your name, but happy birthday, sir. And if you're still in chat, thank you for watching the stream and thank you for the super chat. Cayubio Frage says, boy, I sure do hate being alive right now. Well, I mean, I didn't like the game, but it wasn't that bad. It didn't make me not want to be alive. It made me want to play a better game, honestly. And having now finished the game, this is slightly unrelated to the super chat, but thank you for putting this thought in my head. I don't really know how you could have adapted that story into a TV show. I feel like you are stuck, even if you are willing to make changes, which the writers were, as was evident from season 1. I don't know how the best writer on the planet would adapt that game faithfully into a good TV show. I don't know how you would do it. I don't think it could be done. The number of changes you would need to make would make it a fundamentally different story to where you are rewriting the story. But yes, thank you for the super chat. James Moore says, apparently YouTube wants to stop scams. They're using the account handles in comments and streams instead of display names. Unfortunately, my real name is too generic, so I have to add hashtags to be unique. Lame. Okay, so, I mean, there's a reason why YouTube is doing that, apparently, but I don't know. I guess it's to... Oh, that's got to be such a niche problem. So the reason why they've done that, if you're correct, is probably to stop one of you guys from showing up in my stream with the name Mr. Beast or something. Because presumably there's nothing stopping you from taking that screen name, whereas the name of your channel is unique. The problem is, if you're correct there, then YouTube doesn't have to do that to fix the problem. They could just change how usernames work, or give you the option to use it with, maybe show them both at once. I don't know. Yeah, it sucks because it means that for those of you who don't have the same name, I'm not going to be as aware of who you guys are. So now is the time to reinvent yourselves. You can, just behave totally differently in chat and see if I think you're a different person. But yes, thank you for the super chat, James. Skeleton Gentleman says, she's a dad for all those terrible jokes. Definitely. Indeed. Ellie was definitely chucking out some dad jokes. I wonder if those will appear in the show. Thing is, it was... They took Ellie's dad jokes and gave them to Dina in the show. What was the bear one? Bearito? What do bears eat? Bearito? It was something like that. Dina was doing the dad jokes. Those were... okay. Super chat from OTM8566. I don't recognize your profile picture, but I probably know who you are. I'm sorry. It's YouTube's fault. For the Burrito Fund. Thank you. I have been reliably informed that you can get absolutely shredded by just eating burritos. Kind of like the Subway guy. He didn't get shredded, but he lost a lot of weight by just eating Subway and having AIDS. Okay. And another super chat from OTM says, hey, Random, looking forward to your alien videos. Catch you on the replay. Thank you for the super chat. And yes, for anyone who missed the end of last stream, the next video I release is almost certainly going to be a comparison between the theatrical and director's cut of Alien, the first one. It started as that, and kind of as I went, it became clear to me that that is not, naming the video is the director's cut actually better. That worked for the Lord of the Rings because the preconception is that the Lord of the Rings director's cut or extended is better than the theatrical. My perspective on the Alien one is that basically every time Ridley Scott makes a change, he makes it worse. So given how good Alien is, he's essentially fucking around with perfection. So that's the angle that I'm going to kind of go for with the video, but I'm still going to be like, going over each scene one by one and ranking the various scenes. But yeah, it'll be interesting because I'm being, for the most part, very negative about one of my favorite movies because of the changes that he made. So yeah, that's going to be the next video. I would expect it within the next couple of weeks. Bass player 2011 if I says, my bet is that they pushed it to the end. This is going to be the Seth scene because they didn't want to give Joel any positive light, perceived or otherwise. That is... I don't know if you're correct there. I mean, that could have been the thought process, but the problem with that idea is that we did have... One example would be the museum scene, where Joel, I think, comes off very positively. That was quite early in the game, but it was, again, to use the show's chronology, it's, 4 episodes later than when we see Joel stick up for Ellie and punch the bigotman. So essentially you might be right, but I think if you are right, then the writers don't know what they're doing. Because if that was the rationale, that's not how it played out. But potentially. But yes, thank you for the super chat. Sarah Hulkenberg says, Ellie, Dina, I'd like to stay, but you don't understand. Violence is like a bicycle, and I'm a racer. Indeed. Ellie had a good thing. She had PTSD, granted. However, she did have a grain farm. She had sheep that she obviously looked after and cared for. She had Dina that she was in love with, presumably. In the show, that's certainly the case. They're treated like soulmates. And they had Jesse's baby that they took for themselves now that Jesse is dead, rather conveniently for them. Ellie had, apart from the PTSD, Ellie had like a dream life, especially like that life would be pretty good right now in reality. That life in post-apocalyptic America is like, you are the top 1%. You have fucking won if you get to that point where you have a partner and a child and they both love you and you can be kept safe away from having to deal with other people all of the time on a farm. You're self-sustaining, all the rest of it, and it's just yours. You can do your own thing. You're essentially free and you don't have to worry about anything. You've won. Like, yes, I understand PTSD. I get that that's what they were doing. And PTSD can absolutely be like crippling for some people. But at the same time, compare Ellie's situation, even bearing in mind the PTSD, with basically anyone else in the fucking game. Ellie is in a far better place than, I mean, from memory, everyone else in The Last of Us. Yeah, thank you for the super chat. I went on a little ramble there, but I think that was I think that was an important point to make. That's one of the things that I just don't like about the story. But anyway, Just a Stormtrooper says, hey, Film Talk, here's something to make up for listening to your videos at work with ad block. You make the best reviews out there. Keep it up. Thank you. Very much appreciated for the super chat. And I mean, I guess for you and for anyone else, I personally don't care about ad block. Like, I don't think anyone should feel bad for using ad block because in my case and in the case of basically everyone else who does this, well, I mean, definitionally everyone else who does YouTube for a living, you rely on advertising revenue to pay the bills. But YouTube has become so obnoxious with their adverts to where, like, every now and then I sign in on my second channel where I do not pay for YouTube Premium, because I pay for YouTube Premium on the main channel, but not on the second one. And every now and then I'll sign in on the second channel, like on the TV or whatever, and I'll have to watch like a fucking minute of advertising before I watch a 2-minute video. And if I was in a position where I was not able or willing to pay for YouTube Premium, which is essentially what, double the price of Netflix? Like, what? How? The only reason why they can charge that much is because they have made their advertising system so obnoxious to the non-customers that some of those customers are going to drop off and not watch YouTube videos. They'll just decide not to, which means they're no longer customers for the advertising. But it also means that a lot of them are going to feel strong-armed into actually paying for the paying for YouTube Premium so as to avoid the advertising. So they're making their product worse in order to strong-arm you into paying more money. And I hate that business model. Partly because it works, because again, I don't think it's particularly hypocritical of me, given that this is my job, that I'm paying for YouTube Premium, because the fact is, on a purely practical level, I kind of have to, because I have to the amount of stuff that I have to download from YouTube to like use in my videos. If it's not a film, if I'm just using a clip or whatever, I can't be wasting minutes at a time watching ads every time I want to download something. So I just pay for YouTube Premium because it's not that much money, but because I don't pay for, 5 different streaming services, but some people do, and YouTube is not going to be at the top of that list. So yeah, if anyone uses AdBlock, you go for it. Feel free. And the fact is, it's kind of a self-righting mechanism, for better or for worse, because the more revenue YouTube loses due to AdBlock, the more difficult they are going to make it to use AdBlock. which is a problem I ran into the other day because I didn't realize I had ad block enabled on my web browser, because why would I need it? Because I pay for YouTube Premium. And YouTube just wasn't loading. I would open it and it would just infinite pinwheel, like it wouldn't give me anything. And then someone in my Discord said, like, do you have ad block enabled? I disabled ad block, and then everything started loading. So YouTube is absolutely trying to make ad block not an option. But anyway, rant over. I hate it. I hate that you're strong-armed into using ad block, but or paying for YouTube Premium, but at the same time, that's YouTube can kind of do what they want. It's up to them. Sarah Hulkenberg says, pour one out for my man, the myth, the legend, the greatest person to walk the earth. We are blessed to be in his present. All hail to Fat Geralt. Fat Geralt was an experience because, I mean, two things. One, I didn't know that that was going to be his introduction. Just blapping Lev and knocking him unconscious by slapping him into a garage door that was half open. Like, I feel like if you wanted to make that funny, you wouldn't change much. Because, I mean, honestly, it kind of looks like slapstick. This just giant chungus man arrives out of nowhere and just slaps a child into a garage door. Like, that's the kind of thing that you would expect to see in something like Airplane. But the other thing I wasn't expecting is that he dies very quickly. He is barely in the game. And, I mean, I don't like that because I wanted to see more of this guy, but, obviously the game doesn't want you to like him. So... yeah, thank you for the super chat. Jim says, man spent his whole life winding up that punch. That would be another Fat Geralt one. Yeah, he really does run in with his arm cocked, like ready to fire, and then just slaps Lev. Okay, yes, thank you for the super chat. I wonder how many of these are going to be about Fat Geralt. Skeleton Gentleman says, what would you do if there was a child standing right in front of you? Fat Geralt. Punch. Oh, he's been practicing. You got to wonder, like, how many times has he done that? Because Fat Geralt had no inhibitions about not only enslaving a child, which is what he tried to do, but just straight up knocking them unconscious by slapping them into a garage door. Like, Fat Geralt, this was a man who knew what he wanted, and he fucking got it. And then he unfortunately died because he bumped into Ellie. But yes, thank you for the super chat. Bass Player says, The Last of Us 2 moral. Revenge bad, unless you were Abby. Also, Joel is a bad man. Pretty much. I mean, the consequences of what Abby does for the first, I guess, the main section of the game is that her friends die as a result of her actions. But they also die to some extent as a result of their own actions, because they didn't have to go with her. Everything that happens to her right at the end, with Fat Geralt and the not crucifixion and interacting with Ellie, none of that is informed by what she did. Abby doesn't get captured because of what she did. She gets captured because she was unlucky and crossed paths with Fat Geralt while she was looking for the Fireflies. So that has nothing to do with what she did as far as getting revenge on Joel. And her final confrontation with Ellie, the reason why she was spared also had nothing to do with, from Abby's perspective, had nothing to do with what Abby did or did not do to Joel. Which means, as far as Abby is concerned, she essentially got away with it right at the end. Again, forgetting that her friends died. The consequences of what she did do not manifest in the epilogue portion of the game, even though I think the game thinks that they do. It's like, well, she goes through like all of this suffering of being like tied to a post with Lev, who's nearly dead, and she's being starved and is probably going to die, and oh, isn't this horrible, oh, the misery, all the rest of it. Like, fine, I understand that, but that has nothing to do with what Abby did. And you can say that, like, well, okay, karma, what goes around comes around, fine, but it would be more emotionally impactful if Abby was suffering as a result of her quest for vengeance, of what she did to Joel. And that's clearly what they were going for in the earlier part of the game when her friends die as a result of, again, her actions. But that's not what happens at the end. But yes, thank you for the super chat. Neo says, hoisted by your own Anthony. That would be when I was repeatedly trying to... Yeah, Anthony ended up being quite useful, although I can't remember if he... Anthony was both useful and not useful, because I think he might have died pretty much immediately on my successful clear of that area. I can't quite remember. But yes, thank you for the super chat. Neo says, have you seen how Mauler dealt with this section? No, I haven't. He was completely done with this shit, and he just enabled a cheat and crawled through undetected. Excellent. I look forward to watching that. Now would probably be a good time as well. So I didn't mention this before until I had permission, because I didn't know what was public and what was not. But there is going to be a super cut of The Last of Us Part 2 involving, as far as I'm aware, Mauler, Metal, and myself. So Joe Danger is working on it, and I was waiting until I had finished this in order to add the footage from mine. So yeah, that is a thing that is going to happen. I have seen a couple of bits of Mauler's supercut that already exists, because that was made like a few years ago, but I haven't seen him play that part of the game. So honestly, what I'll probably do is I'll just wait until the big supercut comes out as well. Because I also watched part of Metal's stream, but I didn't watch the whole thing because I did not want to spoil myself, having not played the game myself. But yes, thank you for the super chat, Neo. Another one from Neo says, for sure there is a death from above in this game when in stealth. I thought it worked while in combat as well. Also, what a regression from Uncharted 4. Not played Uncharted 4, I would like to. But I feel like I tried death from above takedowns multiple times and they never happen. And that's weird because like the animations in this game are generally very good. They're not on like Red Dead levels of detail, but they're generally very good in that they will feel quite natural. So you'll be fighting, and then as a result of the location that you're fighting in and the type of enemy that you have, you will then get unique animations where like you push the guy into the wall and then chop his head off or whatever. So the game somehow, this is probably simple for anyone who knows game design better than me, but the game acknowledges that you are near a physical obstacle like a box or a chair or a wall or a door, and then it triggers a specific type of kill animation or combat animation, which is essentially what a like takedown from above is. So I don't know why that isn't a thing. Maybe it is a thing and it just wasn't triggering properly. I don't know. But yes, thank you for the super chat. And another one from Neo says, neither Abby, Lev, nor Ellie even freed, not even the freed prisoners, even consider freeing the other crucified prisoners. They're a set piece and that's it. So the other freed prisoners seemed to not really care about anyone. It didn't look like they knew each other. They were just there like, oh, let's grab the guns and get out, every man for himself kind of deal. Because they also turned in like Abby and Lev, presumably knowing that Ellie intended to kill them, because they said, oh, she's probably dead. Like, you wouldn't necessarily say that to someone who was looking to recover their friend or whatever. But yeah, what they should have done if they wanted to garner more sympathy for Abby is have her check that the other prisoners are all dead, and then, oh no, they're all dead, my hands are tied. At least she checked. So yeah, I completely agree. Super chat from Robert White says, this is why the ending is retarded. You don't cut someone down to have a fight. Typically, you have the person forgive the other when they lack agency, such as when they are tied up. And then Robert White continues, you don't untie them, then fight them, and then forgive them. And you want a game that gets this right, God of War Ragnarok. Yeah, I've played Ragnarok, and Ragnarok obviously deals with the whole revenge theme so much better than this, it's unreal. And I need to replay Ragnarok because it's such a dense game that I definitely missed things. Partly because I didn't explore as much as I should have, and partly because I was streaming, so you're not necessarily taking everything in the same way that you are if you're not streaming. So, yeah, that whole ending confrontation is very fucking dumb. What they were trying to do doesn't work, and there are maybe ways you could tweak it to make it work, but it would require a lot of effort. So yeah, I mean, I pretty much completely agree with you. Yes, thank you for the super chat. Neo says, also lucky they didn't crucify them using nails. That is a good point. Abby with fucked up hands would just lose. That would also potentially parallel what she does to Ellie, who, because she bites off her fingers and fucks up her hands. And Abby, Neo, you've just had that's a pretty cool idea, actually, because why would Fat Geralt's cronies not crucify them using nails? Why would they use rope? Because you can say that, like, oh, well, nails are made of metal and, you know, they're valuable or whatever, but so's rope. Like, I don't buy that for a second. Both of them are valuable. If you're gonna torture someone, you can spare nails or rope. Like, it doesn't matter at that point. And what they could have done is mirrored what happens to Ellie with Abby. So just imagine that we have an epilogue with Abby having had nails driven through her hands, which means that her hands are not going to work. She can't grip anything essentially ever again. So Abby eventually goes back to the gym. And she's trying to grab a bar and she can't because her hands don't work. And then she sits down resigned like, damn, I started working out to get unbelievably shredded because of my dad, or because, you know, to get revenge of my dad. And this is what it's cost me. I now can't do the thing that almost defined me, that made me me. Maybe have her try and like unwrap a burrito. I mean, the thing is, if you do that, it ends up becoming quite comical. Where like Lev is like, "Hey, we found a burrito shop, and oh, you'll never believe it, Abby. We've got hundreds of burritos." And Abby's just there looking at her hands, crying because she knows that she can't pick up a burrito. And then Lev has to just feed it to her. Oh fucking hell! I feel like that's gold, but the problem is it's exactly the kind of thing that I could expect the game to do. Yeah, I don't know. They missed an opportunity there. What can you say? There's a few of those in this game. Dat Boy says, petition for you to play The Coffin of Andy and Laylee. I want you to psychoanalyze the murderous duo. I have never heard of that game. Has anyone else heard of that game? Give me a sec. The Coffin of... Found it on Steam. Overwhelmingly positive. Released in end of 2023. Psychological dark comedy story rich. It's early access. Okay. I have no idea if that would be my kind of game, but I'll add it to my wish list and I will consider it. I will have to do a little bit more research before deciding if I'll stream it, but it's a maybe. But yes, thank you for the super chat and thank you for the recommendation. Latrodon says that's the incest game. Okay, I'll try and forget that if I ever end up playing that game. But yes, thank you. Where were we? Jim says, moral of the story, leave no survivors. Pretty much, as has been pointed out in chat multiple times, the moral of the actual moral of this story that is communicated is not that revenge is bad. It's that revenge is actually pretty okay as long as you leave no witnesses. Which is, that's not just bad to miscommunicate and to accidentally communicate something else instead. It's that is like the complete fucking opposite of what you should be doing. It's not that you accidentally communicated that revenge is bad and also, I don't know, burritos are nice. It's not that they did that. It's that they really just completely fucked up the whole revenge angle completely. But yes, thank you for the super chat. Base player says, congrats, you are free. I'm guessing that's relating to the ending. I am free. What time is it? It's half past 11. I'm either going to play some more games. It'll be off stream because I'm going to end the stream once I've finished going through super chats. I'm either going to play some games or I'm going to continue painting my Thousand Suns Forge Fiend while watching some YouTube videos. I've got a few to catch up on. This is the problem, is that since I've started like doing YouTube as essentially my job, my watch later playlist has just got bigger and bigger and bigger. I've got about 100 videos in that thing, whereas previously I used to have maybe 10 at most, because I would add something and then I would watch it or listen to it on that day while doing something else. And now I can't really do that because if I'm working, I can't be listening to a video. But yes, thank you for the super chat. Original Logan says, by the way, it's funny that Druckmann has a hammer tattoo on his arm because Abby is such an awesome character. He can tattoo fucking watch. What do hammers have to do with Abby? Did Druckmann... I need to look this up now. Hold on. Druckmann Abby tattoo. Druckmann has a tattoo of a hammer. Yeah, according to Twitter, this is correct. Oh, it's a oh my god. Oh, fucking hell. That's worse than I thought. Druckmann got a tattoo of Abby's iconic hammer. What? Oh my god. Can I... Hold on, can I share this? There's probably a way I can share this. Hold on. There will be a way. Oh, okay, that's shown up. Right, so if I do this... change image, properties, change, downloads. Oh, it's opened as some, like, no, I can't share it because it's downloaded it as some, like, retarded format that I can't share. Yeah, you guys Google it. Druckmann Abby tattoo. Abby has a tattoo of a hammer. Apparently. This is according to Twitter, but it looks like there's posts on Instagram and YouTube about it. So it looks like this is real. Okay. But yes, thank you for the super chat. That's quite funny. Jim says she still killed more people to not kill Abby. Yeah, that's true. I mean, they were all like assholes who were enslaving people and everything, but Ellie didn't know that. And if she did discover that at some point, she didn't know that when she left on her mission. She was presumably intending on killing whoever got in her way, because that's exactly what she did last time. And the whole point was that she was unable to live a normal life and was like, revenge is the only thing I know. So, yeah, I don't know how anyone can like Ellie after that game. But yes, thank you for the super chat. Tony Cass says, quite the random stream. I'll see myself out. You do that, sir. But yes, thank you for the super chat. I hope that people have enjoyed. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we had some fun on that one, particularly towards the end. Just messing around with some of the game mechanics. Not as... That ending section was... It had the potential to be as good as the Hillcrest bit, but it just wasn't because of where it was placed, I think. Because it was just the same shit that we've been doing for 30 hours. Bass player says, with an open tuning, you are tuning the strings to a chord. So open D is a D chord. The tuning from low to high is D, A, D, F sharp, A, D. Yeah, I've used open tunings before. I'm just not as familiar with the chord shapes on them. So if you said to me, like, play an A chord when you're tuned to open D, where would your fingers be? I couldn't tell you. I don't currently have a guitar that is in that tuning, so I also can't really check. But yeah, open D is... Honestly, open tunings in general, I think, are interesting because they're kind of... it's a similar concept, obviously, to a drop tuning, which is where you just play a power chord using one finger on a particular fret. But the only time when I think I have tuned one of my guitars into an open tuning is when I was learning some Devin Townsend songs. And the reason why you kind of have to for his stuff is that what he's doing can only really be done in that tuning. Because of how he uses open strings and different shapes that don't fucking work if you're in a regular tuning. So yeah, I did that a few years ago and then tuned back because I realized, well, I can't play any other songs in this tuning. Right, next super chat is from Tony Cass. Random, I'm going to play a game where fungal infections result in hordes of mushroom zombies. Also random, the guitar is not being played correctly. Well, thank you for the super chat, but it seems that the guitar might be being played correctly if it's in open D tuning, which is apparently what the composer uses, which for anyone who doesn't play guitar, open D tuning is not normal. That is, I mean, again, like, I listen to a lot of music, and the only person who writes songs in an open tuning that I have tried to learn is, like I said, Devin Townsend. He's the only person that uses that tuning that I can name off the top of my head. It's not normal. And there are a bunch of reasons to use that tuning, and I'm sure the composer has a very good reason for doing it, but I don't think that it's reasonable to assume that Joel was using that tuning and that he taught Ellie how to play. Like, teaching someone how to play the guitar when they're using an open tuning, that is not a transferable skill, because you will not be able to play anything unless the guitar you have is tuned to, like, open D or whatever. It's not going to work. You basically have to relearn all of the shapes and everything. Right, next spur chat is from James Moore saying, dodging makes melee worse. In the original game, you can just wait until you're done. You can... Oh, sorry, you can just wail until you're done. Right, yeah, okay. I couldn't remember if dodging was a thing in the original game. I don't mind that dodging is a thing in Last of Us 2, because it makes it... It means that the combat requires 2 buttons instead of 1. But at the same time, when you dodge... the gameplay loop is the same every time. You dodge and then you hit someone and they're open because you have dodged. The bit that I like about it, which is kind of the bare bones of the mechanic, is that it requires precise, semi-precise, depending on the enemy timing, to actually use it. It requires interactivity from the player, which is not a thing if the only option you have is button mash until they die. So... I like that they added dodging. I don't think they went as far with it as they should have done. James Moore continues, aiming is worse in 2. I'll take your word for it until I replay 1. In the first game, you can remove weapon sway completely, but you can't in 2. The added prone also makes the AI wonky in stealth. So regarding weapon sway, I did notice that there were multiple upgrades you could get, but if we're talking about comparing the two, I can't. I'm going to have to replay part 1 at some point, and I think I will, because it looks like you guys have enjoyed me playing part 2, and it's been a while since I played part 1, so I will almost certainly do that at some point, and then I will be better able to make a comparison. But yeah, as far as the prone thing goes, I don't think I really ever used that, and that's not really the game's fault. It's just that I didn't. I just never really felt that I needed to. But yes, thank you for the super chat. Neo says, did you see the custom difficulty settings? What are your thoughts? No, I didn't, and I'm not going to relaunch the game to have a look, because in order to, I would have to compile shaders in order to do that, I think. So if anyone knows what Neo is talking about there, just let me know in chat. Custom difficulty set, so presumably that's going to be similar to something like the Tomb Raider games, where you could make the combat easier but make the puzzles harder, that kind of thing, depending on what kind of player you are. So you can kind of, rather than having a fixed difficulty, and rather than having a difficulty slider where it's easy, medium, hard, you can kind of micromanage how easy and hard different parts of the game are. Is that pretty much what Neo was referring to about Last of Us Part 2? Because if that's the case, Bleaters says there's accessibility options that essentially turn off the gameplay. Okay, so if that's the case and it's granular enough, I honestly think that that's a good thing, because it means that more people are going to be able to experience the story. Set aside whether or not the story is any good, like, principally, I think that is a good idea. The argument against that, I think, is development time. I think that's really the only argument against that, because theoretically, in a perfect world, should every game have like incredibly granular difficulty settings? I would say probably, because it then means that more people can experience the game. I'm happy to be convinced otherwise on that, but kind of principally that makes sense to me. In particular, in a game like The Last of Us or The Last of Us 2 or whatever we're talking about, a game like this, where it incorporates multiple types of gameplay. So you don't really have puzzles in the same way that you do in something like Baldur's Gate or the Tomb Raider games, again, to bring those up as an example. But you do have relatively simple puzzles that you have to complete. And like one thing that pissed me off in God of War Ragnarok is that if you can't do the puzzle, if you don't work out what you've got to do within maybe 20 seconds, and that might be generous, then whoever the character is that's following you around at that point in the game will be like, have you tried this? And it will essentially just tell you how to do it. And Ragnarok does have options to adjust that, but the options are nowhere near granular enough. So I was playing with that dialed all the way down, and the game would still fucking do it. So the problem there isn't that the setting exists. The problem is that the setting hasn't been calibrated in a way that makes sense. And there is almost certainly a mod that fixes that completely, because if I were to play the game again, I would want to turn those hints off completely. Or at the very least, delay them. But yeah, I think I principally don't mind that, and I think in a game like The Last of Us 2, I think that can only be a good thing. I mean, we can make jokes about journalist mode, but having an optional journalist mode I don't think is inherently bad, or at least I'd need to be given an example of it being bad. And Tony Cass says, it's hard to evaluate The Last of Us 2 without political influence. In what sense? I'm trying to think back, because the only thing that kind of sticks out to me as being a hot button political issue is the character of Lev. Is there anything else? I mean, obviously, like, Ellie is gay, but the game doesn't feel like it's being... The romance that Ellie and Dina have is nowhere near as much of a focus in the game as it is in the show. And so the show really feels like it's trying to, like, beat you over the head with these characters are gay and you're going to like them. That was not something I ever got in the game. Why Lev? Well, I mean, because Lev is... Well, I want to say that Lev is trans, but this is something that I was thinking about earlier, is I didn't really... This is where I get cancelled. I'm going to have to be careful with what I say here. I didn't get the impression from the character, or from the characterization of Lev, that Lev was indeed a trans person, as in someone who had gender dysphoria and believed that she was actually born in the wrong body or whatever else. I never got that impression. What it seemed to me was that Lev, or Lily at the time, was born and raised in a very sort of traditionalist society. And I think this was not done very well, but was then forced and essentially assigned a role that Lily did not want. And so therefore, she at the time is like, well, I don't want to fulfill that role within my society, so therefore I'm going to become a boy. Essentially in the same sense that, like, Mulan does, because Mulan does not believe that she's a boy. And I never really got the impression that Lev did either. It was more so that Lev was rejecting the culture that she was raised in and wanted to present as, behave as, and be treated as a boy. Which unless I'm just completely wrong on how the trans thing works, that isn't the same thing. So I don't know if that was what they were trying to do. And if that was what they were trying to do, then I guess well done for seeing it through, I guess. But my guess is that is not what they were trying. My guess is that the writers were like, okay, so this is Lev, and Lev is trans. That's not what I got from the story at all. But it could be that I missed like a note somewhere that explained it all, maybe. So yeah, I mean, my guess would be that if you were to make The Last of Us 3 and Lev were to appear in it 10 years later, that Lev would not still be acting like a boy, I guess. But I could be wrong. I don't know. That's the impression that I got from the character. Yeah, that's really the only like overtly... It wasn't even really overt. That's the wrong word. But that was the only memorable, quote unquote, political influence in the game that I can think of. But there may well be more. Either way, yes, thank you for the super chat. And last one for now, and then I think I am going to end the stream. From Bass Player says, do you know who is going to upload the supercut when it's done? So I don't... All I've been told is that I can say that there is going to be one, and I know who's making it. When it's going to be released and how it's going to be released, I have no idea. So I don't want to... Again, I don't want to like speculate, give anything away or anything, because I don't... Well, you know, essentially it'll be done when it's done and it'll appear when it's ready. But it's not something that I'm involved in, other than that I have now streamed the game. But yeah, right, that brings us to the end of The Last of Us Part 2. That was an experience, and I don't think I have anything else to say, although I think I have been convinced that I am going to play and stream The Last of Us Part 1. I don't know when I'm going to do that. It's almost certainly not going to be next. My next priority as far as streaming goes is going to be to finish Split Fiction with wife. But wife is currently on holiday in Italy, so I am alone for like a week. So yeah, we're not going to be streaming it until she gets back at the earliest. But yeah, we are going to finish that game, and then after that, I may go back to The Last of Us 1. Something else might pop up. I'm not sure exactly. As for videos, my intention is to release the Alien Director's Cut video within the next couple of weeks. I have to get it through copyright, but the video is essentially there. And I mean, it will probably be on a Friday, because I tend to like releasing videos on Fridays. Apart from that, I don't really think that I have any other updates. One last super chat that I will read from Tony Cass. Thank you, as always. Says, thank you for this. Very entertaining. I'm glad you guys have enjoyed. Yeah, lots of you guys have been watching my streams of Last of Us Part 2. I think it's like my second most watched streams, other than Gollum. And Gollum being number one is just kind of a given, because that game is infamous. So, but then again, so is The Last of Us Part 2. So yeah, thank you for sticking around. I hope that everyone has enjoyed it. Anyone who's missed part of it, all of the other episodes and this stream is going to be on the second channel probably in the next day or so. And yeah, apart from that, I will probably next see you when I release the Alien video, or potentially Split Fiction, depending on how copyright goes. So yeah, see you later, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.